Yeah. Welcome back to AJ's Road to the Olympia. My voice is gone. I don't know what happened. I've been working. Pump Media's been working. This is our last day here with you guys. Oh yeah. Maybe tomorrow we'll do some quick goodbye. But this is our last, we're gonna stream this prejudging and we're gonna stream the finals. I'm joined here today. Oh yeah. I'm joined here today by, introduce yourself to the camera. Introduce yourself.
My name's George White, known AJ for a long time. Think he's cool, he thinks I'm cool, and that's all cool.
We met each other at the Two Bro shows in, what was it called?
Royal London Pro.
Royal London, yeah.
And ever since...
The very first show, wasn't it?
Yeah. Ever since then, we have a lot of respect for each other because even though he's done IBB Pro, he's a competitor, but he loves bodybuilding as much as me, but he just got a little bit different style, not the same charisma. But that doesn't mean he doesn't love it the same as me, guys. So this is another thing. It doesn't matter if you have 100 followers on Instagram or you don't even know how to use Instagram. If the passion is the same, you become friends, you know? Now we are going to try to give a little bit of review what we saw prejudging. And let's get right into it, men's physique.
So, I'm going to start by saying that I'm watching this with an open mind. And I've watched a few minutes of this already. And the first thing I notice is these guys are pretty big.
Yes.
They've got a lot of muscle.
So with men's physique, here's the thing. Some people think they're too big, because back in the day, they used to be more like a model look. Do you remember Mark Anthony?
Yeah, I remember that.
He was a slimmer, more model, beautiful man.
Is he coming back again? I'm sure.
No. He was supposed to do classic, but I don't know what's gonna happen. But he's in the business. His wife, Jennifer Dory, she's gonna come on later.
Yeah.
She's one of the biggest bikini stars we have in the world. She coming in straight off a win. Here's we have the champion, guys, for 2018. I think Brian Hendrickson. And what do you see?
I see really lean midsection, broad across the shoulder.
And also,
to me, he looks like he's bigger than a lot of bodybuilders that you see in shows.
So this, I think, you write down, right on paper. When it's someone that I predict might do very well, because we got keywords we can bring up later. You know what I mean? If it's close.
Okay.
And then write something you think he needs to improve on, but don't say it. Write it on there, so we can then critique it later. We will know what it is, but we won't say it on air, so other people get The Olympia experience is not to bring people down, correct?
Correct.
So we know what he might do, but that's not for the viewers to know. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And let the record show I'm coming in to this as Carlos de Oliveira and Andre Diu's #1 fanboys. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Holden, is it? Jeremy Holden? Did he say the name? I think it's Holden. And guys, I'm also born into not men's physique, you know what I mean? I'm bodybuilding, you know what I mean? Same, but since I live in a country with no bodybuilding, only men's physique, I learned to love it, and now I love it, so let's see.
I'll tell you something I like already. I like already how some of these men physique guys slip in little bodybuilding poses in transition. And see, I think that is doffing your cut.
And why do you think they do that, in your opinion?
Because I think that they are bodybuilders at heart.
And there you have the answer. There you have the answer.
They train at gyms.
And guys, this is not scripted. This is not. It sounds like we have like a sheet, but really, George.
Because I want to have an open mind.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go into this open, and I'm going to. First thing.
Okay, so let me see. And there's a guy called Stephen Cow that I'm also in love with. Not in that way that you guys think, but this guy I enjoy. I didn't get the name. It's that Tupac in the background, then you know something special is about to happen. How do you want it? So he's an Asian man. Men's physique is very big for some reason in the Asian community. I've seen so many Asians that's into men's physique. I don't know why. And I just spilled my protein shake. God damn it, did you see that? Relax, it's all on me. I didn't ruin your floor. Pump me, there was stress in there.
At least it's not mouthwash. I've got mouthwash in this jumper still, I can smell it.
You smell it, yeah.
A little bit in this jumper.
Okay guys, look, who's this? Oh, look, that little move there. So if you look, that's one thing.
Very good pecs, shoulders, upper back. seem to be more into the upper lats as opposed to the lower lats, because
There
I
you
think
go.
that's the V shape.
So, keep on.
You can see legs. I can see legs. When people say they don't train legs, I can see he trains legs. He's got really developed legs.
So guys, this is why I brought George, because I have one style and I can lead him into it, but I know as him as a more pure bodybuilding expert, I'm more versed in every class. But I understand that George knows like the pure
My
bodybuilding.
perspective is definitely
Yeah.
different.
So I can guide you and you will tell me what we see, and hopefully you, the viewer at home, will have an experience of something enjoyable. And remember guys, if you want to see us commentate 2020, okay, there we go. So it's Andrew. That's the guy I like from Romania. He's the pride of Romania. What do you see, George? Please tell me, because I'm biased. Ooh. What do you see? Be honest.
I see a really, really good bodybuilder. Oh, his upper back,
Look, he's prepped by Hani Rambod.
super developed.
He's the pride of Romania. He's my first. I did his first ever interview with
He
Hani
just did
Rambod.
a back double bicep there
Look
in
at
his transition.
look at the delts. God. This guy.
Delts, arms, upper back,
Oh, I spilled this prot.
calves.
Please, I'm. I get too excited. Andrew came out. Bro, I got so.
Who's this?
Wait. That was just my mom.
Oh,
Yeah. You see the signs, huh?
it's your mum.
Let me say something. Hello, Mom. We're doing fine. We're working as commentary. George, hello. Yeah, and this is my studio. So even though I'm not gonna make Christmas with you, it's all been worth it. I'm gonna send the tape, okay? Let's go. Well, it goes 50 Cent. 50 Cent's my favorite song. Is how we do. Clue when we open the club. Okay, let's pay attention to the next physique. Okay. Notice how they all have their own type of special little in men's physique. Even though they have the little, you see that each have their own way of display.
Yeah.
That's how in men's physique you can get your personality out. So it's not posing, but I noticed as a guy who likes bodybuilding first that you have the right to do your own little type of twist, so you can show your personality in that thing.
So the creativity is dealing with a limited amount of options.
There you go.
And adding your creativity
Absolutely
to it.
great.
So if you think of it, if open bodybuilders did a little bit of that, the posing would improve. Instead of just going, ugh.
And guys, one thing, we have decided, a lot of crazy things happened yesterday, guys, at home, that I believe are signs from God. I'm not going to go into it. You're going to hear it throughout, because we're going to be with you 5 hours, so you're going to probably hear a little bit here and there. But one of those signs from God that I got is that, guys, for you people out there who make programs, who got social media, don't go to YouTube comments and read anything. Because 1 or 2 negative comments can really ruin the whole, like yesterday. Was that the time of your life yesterday?
It's great. I didn't read a single comment.
Well,
And
I
I'm
did the mistake of that when I started working for someone, and I started reading like FAJ, he's such a clown, and then you'd be like really sad because I'm sensitive like that, because I'm not used to, I'm a big man and people don't say that to my face. But when people say it like that, I can't retaliate or nothing. I feel like so the whole thing I did 5 hours can be hurt by 1 comment. So I've noticed now, I will never look at YouTube comments again. And I recommend everyone to do that. So if you want to contact us, send a DM. But let's get back to bodybuilding, because it's not a love story. So what do we see here? That's Jeremy Potwin. That's one of the biggest stars in the world. What do you see?
Right. He reminds me on an old school bodybuilder called Steve Brisbois.
Oh, I see. What you talked about. Why?
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, tell them why.
Similar structure, hair, smile. Similar height. I think he was a Canadian bodybuilder, Steve Brisbane.
And guys,
I think he was in Olympia.
just we are not going to go into it, but what happened yesterday? The whole day? My God. Jesus. It was epic. Guys, you gotta pay for this Olympia.com production, so you gotta watch the finals. But what happened yesterday? We don't know who's gonna win, correct? Let's go back into men's physique. So this is...
No, but you're right.
Yeah?
We've got no idea.
We have no idea.
And I'd be happy with any of those three winning. Well,
I'm in
maybe.
love. I actually are in love with Phil and Brandon's family, so I'm biased. But let's see. When I see the Ramy hate fans. Okay, so what do we see? I didn't get his name. What do you see? What is how I would say his back is in men's physique. And George?
Every single one of them is in good condition, but some of them are
Genetically just
leaner
more...
and crisper than others.
And the thing with men's physique,
He's one of them.
we have 40 people here or whatever. Instead of saying, oh, imagine the judges, the hard work to really focus on 40 men that's that close. Being a judge, it's not as easy, you know what I mean?
Well,
But you still
maybe
see...
you don't know, but I used to be an IFBB judge 25 years ago. The classes we had was men's bodybuilding, female bodybuilding, and that was it.
And here we are today, with the return of women's bodybuilding in 2020. Oh, yeah.
I think if you train yourself, you can, if you've got a good eye, you can judge anything.
And we're so passionate, we have so much to talk about, but I'm sorry, we're going to get back to the program, because people are watching us review their... I'm sorry, but we're so much passion here, you know?
United Kingdom, is this Ryan Terry?
So this is your hero, UK. Wait. I suspect Ryan Terry, and we have Ryan Terry, guys. We have George here in the building, who's from the UK. And what do we see? Tell me about conditioning and what you like. Just tell me, what do we see? Ryan Terry.
Well, his midsection is spectacular.
Wow! Look at that! So he's never won the show, but he's been close.
He's always been up there, hasn't he?
Correct, but he never won it. Could this be the day? Oh, yeah. Do you have any comments, Chris?
A few coming through, I'll tell you.
Oh, look at Ryan Terry. Good man. He's
See,
a
Ryan Terry is
good
more,
role model for the sport also.
He's more compact, but his midsection is one of the best we've seen so far.
Oh, wow. And as you notice, so we didn't get the name. Well, just describe his physique. Men's physique. Describe his physique. Oh, look at that lat. Look at the back. Look at the width. Look at the small waist there, huh?
See, every single one of them has got their own little twist. Like he pushed his arms out, and
That was what I told you yesterday. You have the opportunity. No, you have the free to do whatever you want in some.
so if I was a judge and I'm watching this, and if I was to think, okay, and if I watched this and I didn't know any of them,
What would you look for first? Then?
I'd have a notepad and I would just do a little comment on each one.
So because it's so many, you have to get reminded of what and.
And I'd maybe mark the ones that I want to see first. Maybe have a little, so like 1, 2, 3 or whatever.
So that's
and then
because
group them
guys,
together.
now we're lucky. I have an eye, but something you can never beat is a IBB Pro Judge. Not now, but you were Pro Judge before. So now I'm learning how you guys think, and I'm thanking you for that. So how do you do it?
What you've got to do is you have to get them next to each other, and you need to choose who you get next to. Like, you know, when you see comparisons and they get moved from here to there, that's because you want to give them a fair crack of the whip, and you want to make sure.
I don't want to disrespect you, but this is the champion coming out now. This is a big deal. Raymond Edmonds is coming out. What do you see?
Well, he's confident. He's coming out like a champion.
He's tall, man. We don't have tall men so much.
So
He's
was
a
he
tall
the champion last year?
He's the current king of men's physique. Raymond Edmond. What do we see? Oh wow, the back width.
It's not. It's delts as well, like side delts. You can see his front delts from the rear.
Oh, look at the swag. Oh, did you see that little extra thing? Look at it. Ooh, did you like the moves? Yep, let's go.
Respect to him, and he's got legs.
There you go.
I've noticed some of them have got slightly higher.
Correct.
Because if they got legs, they go, I want to show them.
So I don't know how. So as you see, some are more bodybuilder-esque, or not. I'm asking you. I'm asking you as a judge.
I think most, like, I would say every single person that's been on so far, I would classify as a bodybuilder.
Okay.
Because, I'll tell you what.
Any comments? Excuse me, Chris. Any comments? That's good. Any questions or?
Right, so here's the lineup. So they're going to start doing comparisons now. AJ, you might be able to tell me, is there a lot of transition from different classes to this class? And is there transition from this class to
they
other classes?
often men's physique and they go then to classic maybe. You have a guy, you are aware of a guy called Logan Franklin?
Yeah,
He used to do men's physique.
yeah.
And now he's won, I think it's a little bit, but first call out, this is important for men's physique guys out there. First call out, men's physique, prejudging, 2020 Olympia. Let's see who's going to get it.
It's a big lineup.
That's a big lineup. So if you can get first call out, well, it means you're pretty good at Olympia, George.
Well, one, if you're in the Mr. Olympia, you're cream the crop.
Can you hear that okay, George?
Yeah. See, they've got the black backdrop again for the prejudging. Carlos.
Oh, whoa. That was a good one, huh?
Carlos.
Yeah.
Carlos, Andre, I've heard his names.
Okay, who had it? Did Carlos make first call out? Is he
I
in the
just heard
middle?
his name, yeah.
Is he in the middle?
Well, we'll soon find out.
So guys, this is my favorite and Andrew. Is Andrew in the middle? Who made it? I didn't get the names because, guys, men's physique.
We'll soon see. I think there's
I'm gonna go
Andre.
live.
So that's the reigning champion.
Wait. Yeah. We are men's physique. First call out, George.
I like Carlos on the left.
Who do we like? We're men's physique. First call out of the Mr. Olympia. And who's in the middle? We have Raymond Edmonds in the middle. We have Andre Ferguson. We have Brandon Hendrickson. And we have Andre Ferguson in the middle. You have a IBB Pro Judge before.
Yeah.
He doesn't follow men's physique that much, but I got him here so he can critique it with a judge eye. So let's review men's physique now. So what do we see from the back?
Well, the reigning champ.
Raymond Edmonds.
Looks the best from the back.
He looks the best from the back.
First impression.
First impression. Let's see. Oh, look at the swag. Look at... Okay. But anyway. Okay, so who do you like now? That's Andre Ferguson to the right, and that's Brandon Hendrickson to the left, and Raymond in the middle. Who do you prefer, just right now? Those three
The
men
guy on
only.
the left, is that Brandon
Yes.
Hendrickson? I like him.
So right, okay. Would you say looks better than Raymond, just at the first glance?
I'll tell you what, even though my eyes keep getting drawn to the person in the middle, is he the...
Raymond Edmondson, the tall guy,
Is
yeah?
he the reigning champion?
Yes.
Because there's something about being taller
Yeah.
in his frame.
Yeah.
Your eyes are drawn to it, and he also has got a confidence that he knows he's...
Because he has tall, man. He has that size.
And he's the champ as well.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so
Right.
guys at home, first call out men's physique. Raymond Edmonds and Brian Hendrickson were just told to go back into the line. But you see who's still left there? You see the guy in the red? Mm-hmm. That's Andre Ferguson.
Yeah,
He's one of the
heard of him.
biggest stars in the world.
Yeah.
He's still there.
He won't be happy. Oh,
So-
he's going as well.
Who's gone? No, he's not.
No, he's still there.
Ryan Terry did not make first call out, by the way. Ryan Terry did not make first call out, by the way.
Carlos.
And now we have
Still
Carlos,
smiling.
Andre Diu, and Potwin. This is the most epic Ryan Terry for people who know men's physique. This is the most epic first, second call out in the history of men's physique right now. I wish I could show you the stream, but you gotta pay for that. And what do you see from the back? And God protect Kaiki and Andre Diu. What do you see?
I think Ryan is thinking, I want to get closer to the middle. That's what he's thinking.
Okay?
And his body language is showing it.
Okay.
The guy in the white shorts, it's Carlos.
I'm very biased. What about Carlos, the guy in the white shorts? What do you see?
He impresses me so much. And the guy on the right,
But what about Andre Diu? Look at his arms, look at his fullness, look at his beautiful face.
I'm just saying who my eyes are drawn to.
Come on, bro. Okay. So this is men's physique. This is the first time you see it. You as a bodybuilder, what are you impressed by men's physique? Be honest, because this is the first time you watch men's physique ever. What do you think? You're on camera now. You got millions of people watching you.
I can appreciate the physique, the muscle, the condition, the delts, the back, the pecs, the triceps.
And don't to disrespect
the
you.
midsection.
Who's taking the second call out? Because it's a big second call out. We have Andre Diu, we have Potwin, we have Andre Ferguson, we have Ryan Terry. Who do you like?
The guy in the black and white shorts, who's he?
Black and white shorts. I think that Jeremy Holding, or I'm not sure
From the back,
Holding.
he's impressive, but he's not so impressive from the front. I like Carlos from the front. And Ryan Terry.
And Andre Diu has just been told to move closer to Potwin, and now we got men's physique action, bro. Andre Diu is between Kaiki. Oh, bro, I'm a little bit confused because I love Kaiki and I love Andre Diu, so this is a
Andre
bad
Diu,
combination for
I
me.
think he's got a very well-built upper back. Yeah, there.
Which back? The black in the Holding, eh?
The guy in the light blue shorts, Andre Diu.
Andre Diu?
Yeah.
What about him?
His upper back is super detailed. Really
So
impressive.
he is the pride of Romania. He's the Romania's favorite son.
Yeah.
And you like him. Who would you say, Potwin or Andre? Who do you like? Because you see him right between each other. The beautiful man and the tan, that's Andre.
I
Potwin-
actually see the two guys either side of them as being better.
So you see Holding is better than Potwin and Andre is better than Potwin. Well, better.
Yeah.
But what you see right there,
Yeah.
right? As a
I'm
pro,
not seeing
as a
it.
judge.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, this is crazy men's physique action going on the second call out.
I think there'll be more moving about.
I think that we're gonna see more moving about. Is this too hard to tell right now based off this? Do you need more call outs,
I think
right?
what they're doing, I think they've got number 1, 2 already.
Okay.
This is for third place.
This is for third place. Right now it looks like Raymond Edmonds and what's the other guy again? I'm sorry, we're not men's physique experts, but Raymond Edmonds and I'm sorry, the champion for 2018. What is his name? Can anyone help me? Let me think. It's not as easy. We don't have a script, guys. Brandon Hendrickson.
Yeah.
Right now, Brandon Hendrickson and Edmonds.
He looked disappointed to still be in that call out because I think he's here to win.
Yeah. Who? Andre Ferguson?
Yeah.
Guys, Andre Ferguson might be a little bit disappointed because he was on the favorite to win this whole thing. If anyone want to come on here and talk what they think, if they see it, let us know.
See,
but right now, is there a
Top
chance for Andre Diu to climb? If he gets more looks, be honest. If he gets more looks, you are a judge before.
See, I think the lineup's so big, you're not going to get them that many looks.
Ah, it's too many guys on stage, huh?
What's the lineup? 35, 40?
35, 40, huh?
So you're not going to get... Like, in the open Mr. Olympia last night, you had 16, so you could compare them all over the place. When you got over double that number, you haven't got the feeling.
Wait, bro. Let's join someone. We're gonna do some live while we commentate. Hey, bro, join me, huh? Does anyone want to come on if they've seen this? So we're gonna try to review the classes, what we got. We have not been sleeping. This is George. He had his first experience yesterday. You experienced what I experienced in 2018.
No sleep.
This guy has never done commentary before.
No.
And when been with bodybuilding.
The only commentary I've ever done is with a microphone on stage.
And you didn't sleep all night and you feel energized and you're old as fuck.
fine.
You're
I'm old
50.
as fuck. And
Okay, let's get back to men's physique action.
We didn't swear though.
Yeah.
So this is the third call out. You can see how
Oh, look at the back. Look at the back.
they're all
width of
good,
the
but you
purple.
can see the development is just a slight shade below. second call out. But they're good.
Are anyone watching the show? If they are, you guys can say your name and give your opinion, and we'll give you a shout out on the show because we're going live on YouTube. But I must say, Stephen KO, I thought the guy in the green,
Yeah.
the white. Give your opinion about Stim. That's Stephen KO. The guy in the green, the Asian in the middle. What do you think about him?
Right, he's really good shoulder structure, good pec line, good side delts, nice abs, but maybe not as thick abs as one or two others.
And is his pecs good enough or no?
Yeah, like his pec, shoulders, and delts, upper arms.
And now
are
you
fine.
just got moved out of the middle when I said that question.
So that's
and here
not-
comes a brother in the middle. Who is this? I think I don't know all these guys' names, but so this is we're in the third call out now. And what do you think about the level? Third call out, look at the level. Are you impressed?
See, if you used to put posing trunks on them, they would look really good on a bodybuilding stage.
Okay, so you would say men's physique is bodybuilding.
By
then?
saying, well, it is.
Yeah.
It's just a form of it. It's like
Yeah.
the Mr. Olympia is a bodybuilding show.
I'm gonna put that out.
I find it interesting how they reset their stance.
What do you call this? Olympia. What do you call it? Commentary. Let's put this down and focus, you know?
So you've got 4 people here. Is this? All right, I don't know. So AJ, maybe you can tell me the qualification process.
I want to tell you something. I'm a little bit disappointed in the fans because they're, to be honest, just have to say it, there are people making fun of Phil. And I think, I don't want to go into it, but I think it's disrespectful. He came back.
What his midsection?
Yeah, let's leave it at that. You know why? Because I know him, listen, I know him personally. Let's stop talking about it. That's, you know what I mean. He came back, let's focus on that. All this foolishness, people. Anyway. So Stephen KO. Green, I like him a lot. That's why I ask him so much about
I'm
him.
not
you know?
sure why they pushed him out.
Look at the small waist he has. And with me in men's physique, I'm a little bit old school, meaning when I was younger, the first champion, Mark Anthony, I'm from the era of Mark Anthony, Sadiq Harsogic?
Mark Anthony, did he have
Braids, yeah. You know who Sadiq is?
Yeah.
Sadiq?
Sadiq was he the guy that?
Oh,
trained-
look at the guy in the green. Come on, is he getting overlooked or no?
Sadiq, is he not the guy who ended up training with Frank Zane and he entered the Classic?
There you go. So the point is, Paul Media, can you please bring my Dr. Zero when you come out?
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
So back in the day, they were a little bit model, smaller. The class has exploded a little bit with size and delts. Do you see it? Mm-hmm. And that guy, Stephen KO, represent more the look I like in men's physique. You gotta be a model. But Andre Deu, he's the best of both worlds. So is Kaiki. That's why I like them the most.
It seems that in most classes, it'll start somewhere, but it never goes softer and smaller.
Yeah.
It always goes bigger and harder.
There you go.
Women's physique.
Look at, so, who, okay, of this group here, which transition next do you like the most? Let's do the next one, let's see, because we haven't seen it yet.
Apart from
Look
the green and
look
white.
at the guy in the purple pants there. The thickness in his...
They obviously rate him because he's been in the middle for a while now.
He's been in the middle in a while now.
You've got to have muscle to be in the top few in this. Is that it?
I don't think it's gonna be a test, guys, because this is not for this is something we'll enjoy doing. We'll look back on this when we get older. You're already there, but
You're getting there.
the point. Hey, calm down. The point is to keep our excitement when Phil and all these top guys come out. It's not as easy, correct? Because
we can't
can I
contain
please-
ourselves.
please get one in fridge when that done zero?
Yeah, sure, okay.
Thank you.
So our job is a little bit to contain us in men's physique. It's a little bit easier because we have to really focus to see detail because we don't know
Yeah.
them that well.
Okay.
But when the open guys come on, George, it's hard because you get yesterday. How were you feeling?
It's quite funny. There's a video of us watching it, and we're all like this.
I know.
All
Chris,
of
I
us.
want that one.
That's my favourite video.
It's so
far.
good because I was so. Chris, when you have time, can you please send it to me? I saw it that
I
video.
don't it's a live on Insta, so
Okay, I'll share. I can
it's
reshare it.
It's a IGTV.
Can I put?
I don't know,
Can I
Is
do
that what
swipe
it
up
is?
to my stories? That I can. So people can see who I'll teach you. But anyway, let's get back to it. So this is a third call out in a way, and we have the Italian model. You see the Italian. You see the guy with the big delts there. I don't know his name, so I'm sorry.
The guy in the blue
green.
and white, he impresses me.
The black guy or the Italian?
The black guy.
The black. He impresses you. Why?
Well, he's super highly developed, very conditioned. I can see the legs. I know he's got legs. I know that shouldn't matter, but I'll tell you what, if you've got a sweep to your thigh,
Oh, look at the guy in the
it's
green.
going to make
Look-
your waist look smaller.
Look at his delts. You don't care about it, or
No, like what I'm saying is that if you've got bigger thighs in this class, if you've got a light colour on the outside, you're gonna have. It's gonna make your waist look smaller
George, I love you because you just said
It's true.
something I didn't know. Thank you for telling me.
because you want this.
Yeah, okay. So can you say that one more, guy? People listening.
Yeah, like
Say it one more clearly so people listen. Guys, take notice. Listen to
right,
this.
If you've got a good sweep to your thigh, it makes your waist look smaller. Now, if you're wearing shorts, if you've got dark shorts, then you can't see that sweep to the thigh. But if you've got a light colour on the outside or light coloured shorts, you can see that line of sweep, and that will help your waist look smaller. And you need a small waist in this class. And you also go, I've got legs.
A question. I'm not going to mention any names, but in your opinion, if you do men's physique and you see a gyno, in your opinion, is that something you will take away in the judging score or no, as a judge?
Well, if you see gyno in any class at any stage, it's going to take something away.
Okay.
If it detracts from the physique, it takes something away.
Okay.
And it can't not detract.
Oh, that was
How can
interesting.
it? How can it? Because the pec line's going to look different.
Because that means you can have a little bit gyno if. Okay. Yep. Okay. Explain.
Gynecomastia, which is a swelling of a nipple that you can get as a teenager and you can get other times as well.
Okay.
But there's teenage boys quite often get it, and it's a swelling of the nipple, and it makes the pecs look less. It just adds a bump to the line of the pec, and it will not help. So if you've got gyno and you're in this class, you need to sort it out.
I would agree. That's what I think. But I didn't know you would agree, so that's why you really explain it. Now people understand.
See, I think if you fix it, and there's loads of people who will fix it.
Okay.
Now, really, you shouldn't get it in the first
George,
place.
I don't want to disrespect you, but this is a big call out. Now we have Andre Ferguson.
Yeah,
We have Holding, that guy you liked,
yeah.
and we
Is that the
have
Polish guy?
Potwin, and we have Andrew Diu. This is a crazy call out. Who do we like? Andrew is in the middle, Andre to the right, Holding to the left, and the Pride of Romania, Andrew Diu to the left. Who do you like?
I like the Romanian guy, Andre Dia.
Oh, I love you, George. He's all the way to the left.
Yeah.
Look,
I know he's not like
why do you love? But why does you prefer his physique in this
overall
lineup?
look.
Yeah.
Look at his back.
Yeah. Okay. Tell us more.
He's got the most detailed back there.
Look how he transitions,
Perfect.
isn't it? Look at his shoulder delt. Look at his pecs.
See, I think this is for the.
It's clearly he's leading now.
See, I think this is not for first. I think that's for.
I know, but I just said it so people.
I think that's for just below first, second.
I know, because Raymond now, it's going to be what the judges have right now.
So this is first and second.
Men's physique. Let me go live. No, we make a video later.
Right. So they've got a two-man call out.
Andre
What's the
Ferguson to the left, right? So this is we're going to review later. But Andre Ferguson to the left.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Brian Hendrickson to the left.
Yeah.
He won in 2018. And we have Raymond Edmonds, current champion, to the right. He's the current king. What do you see?
And still.
Okay. Oh, George, you know what? This is your first time. Oh my God. Oh yeah.
See, that's Bob Chick, isn't it? And still.
And still. If that's not a finishing move in Mortal Kombat, I know what is, bro. Get over here.
I love that game.
Good. I prefer it way better than Street Fighter.
Sub-Zero.
Raiden. Okay.
Finish him.
Fatality. But anyway, come on, pay attention now. Okay, who do you like from the front? And why? And why do you like Raymond? Prefer Raymond in this? Why?
His shoulder width.
Okay.
He's actually got not an abnormal head, but he's got a small head compared to his shoulder width, so it accentuates it.
I didn't notice that before. I see it now when you see it.
He's got a line down the middle of his abs. Oh no, they both have.
Oh, look at Brian
Smaller
Hendrickson. He's
waist.
coming alive.
Smaller waist.
Look at Brian Hendrickson. Look at the smile. That doesn't.
The thing is,
Look at the smile.
if you've won this class before, you can be pushing for first place and still be confident in the push. See, I think
Look at okay from the back. Raymond Edmonds or Brian Hendrickson? Who do you have?
Hendrickson from the
Hendrickson from the back?
Yeah.
Well, interesting.
Yeah.
Because you said Raymond from the front, but you haven't seen the back yet.
Yeah.
So who do you have? Interesting. Who do you have from the back and why?
The guy on the right, what's his name?
Right, Raymond Edmonds.
He's very highly developed in the lower lat, but he seems to lose it a little bit mid lat. So he's less complete in the whole lat. Very impressive.
Very impressive.
Neither of them look at all worried. They just
Holla, we
so,
them boys. Oh, I'm sorry, the music is so good I get inspired. Okay, yes?
They look so at ease because they've practiced this so often.
Will you say they look confident on stage?
Yeah, it's like
How can you see a man is confident on stage? How do you see that?
you can tell that they've done this thousands of times. So it's muscle memory. They can do it without having to think, right, I'm going to put my arm here, and I'm going to put my arm here, and I'm going to put my head... They've done it a million times. They've maybe even got coaches as well.
We them boys.
See the transition, that is where... Because if one's winning the front and one's winning the back, it could be all this transition thing.
So right now...
Oh,
after
bodybuilding pose, he did it abs and thigh.
Of course, they're bodybuilders, but with
See, I want him
control.
to win now.
So, to wrap up, men's physique. Well, let's do that one live, okay? So they can get the feedback on that one. Because now we are wrapping up prejudging.
Yeah.
Wait.
So the next class is
Wait.
Bikini.
We're going to give a prediction now.
Wait.
Okay, wait, we're live. Oh yeah. Tell me your French. I'm just going to give a prediction for best physique, and then we go into bikini. How do I do that? Okay.
So what's the names again?
Okay, I'll guide you. Don't
Tall
worry.
guy.
I'll guide you. Okay, guys, we're going to give a men's physique wrap up. We have move around. I have a judge with me, and he hasn't seen men's physique before. I brought him as
All-time judge.
and I wanted to have a judge to give this is the men's physique at the Olympia, thought straight after prejudging. And you haven't seen men's physique, I guided you through it. I'm not a men's physique super expert myself, but I enjoy the class now more than ever before. We saw Raymond Edmonds, and we saw Brian Hendrickson. Brian Hendrickson, I believe, won in 2018. And Raymond is the current guy. What did you see from the front?
Raymond looks the best from the front. Wide shoulders, small waist, beautiful midsection, excellent condition, very confident, good transitions, slightly more elegant looking, but still highly muscled for that class.
And tell me something that I noticed about his head compared to his waist.
He's not got a tiny head, but he's got a smallish head, which makes the broad shoulders look even more.
From the sides.
From a side.
Who do you have?
I would put him. I would put the reigning champ from the side because I like his transitions better. He looks as though he.
Are we gonna hurry up?
He looks more aesthetic
You
from
know
the
why?
side.
Because
But
Bikini comes on soon.
from the back, Hendrickson.
From the back, you have Hendrickson. Why?
Because his back development is equal from the top of the back down to the bottom, while the reigning champ's back is highly developed at the lower lat, but not in the mid lat. So it's which is very unusual.
Okay, so
Normally it's upper lat, not lower lat.
in the second call out, we have Andrew Diu, we have Ryan Terry on the side there.
I think they're both on the side. I like them both. They're not going to get top 3, top 4 because they didn't get pushed in enough. In the
Is there someone you
classes.
think maybe got a little bit overlooked?
It's another ex-champ. They'll put him third.
Andre Ferguson
Yeah.
was, guys. Andre Ferguson was not in the top 2, and he was.
Although
told to
he was
leave.
being pushed for third.
Okay, so as after prejudging, Raymond Edmonds and Andre is pretty equal, isn't it? Would you, or do you have Raymond's slight advantage?
I'd give the reigning champ the advantage. If I was to say who do I think the best, I'd put him.
Wait. And now, Elliot. Wait. Yeah. Wait. And guys, wait. And now, here is the problem. Wait, tell you a lie. Wait, 1 second. This is gonna be funny. Wait. So here's the thing. Here's the problem that me being 35 and you're 55.
56.
I'm such an idiot that I hold over the microphone so people couldn't hear what I said. They were saying, AJ, you're an absolute idiot.
You can get a better phone.
Guys, can you hear me now? Can everyone confirm that you can hear my sound, yes or no? Can anyone confirm that my sound is good, yes or no? Please comment yes. Haha, better, Shelley saying.
I can always hear your sound.
No, because I
Yeah.
was a total idiot and I hold over the phone because I'm not a technical.
I'll tell you what, people in the next street can hear you.
So anyway, listen now, guys. We're gonna be quick because Bikini is soon, and we're gonna try to review the Bikini class because we're watching it in my Olympia program. This is a big dream of mine, and when I have an Olympia program, I would like to bring George on. Ooh, yeah. Anyway, men's physique. Let's go through it. Raymond Edmonds,
Yeah.
Andre Ferguson
Yeah.
were the last. No, Brian Hendrickson.
Yeah,
He won in 2018, I believe.
Yeah.
Don't slap me around if I'm wrong.
yeah.
Versus Raymond Edmonds.
Yeah.
There were the 2 men. What did you see? And go through it 1 minute.
Okay, so Edmonds,
Yes, the taller gentleman.
broader shoulders, great condition, smaller waist, so his waist to shoulder taper is better. He looks really confident. His midsection is up. He's got a sharper line down the middle, which looks really good. He, from the back, he is very highly developed in the lower lats, except maybe mid lat. He could be a little bit more developed. I think he lost in the back poses, well, the back pose. But I think in the transitions, he seemed to. He captured the attention of the eye.
And
My eyes went to him more than.
I don't want to be rude, but we have the Bikini girls. We got
Yeah.
Andre Diu. That's the beautiful man from Romania. It's my
Awesome.
favorite men's physique, along with Kaiki.
Yeah.
First, your opinion on Andre Diu.
Super impressed.
Why?
His back detail is like the back detail of an open men's bodybuilder, but with a small
One
waist.
second, we're drawn by brother Mark Hector, the future of bodybuilding. Anyway, go back to Andrew.
Yeah, I think he's probably going to get 4th or 5th, but I really like him. I'd put him up
Okay,
close to 3rd.
another man I'm very biased towards, Carlos. What about him, Kaiki?
Carlos is really good.
Okay, what do you
another-
think about him?
both
Why
those
do you
two
like
guys-
him?
He's very heavily muscled, but with good shape, very confident. I like the fact that he adds little snippets of bodybuilding poses in his transitions.
And guys,
I like that.
not to say something wrong, but we have a pro judge, my good friend of mine, Amir. Amir, if you can comment in text, this guy here used to be a pro judge, you are a current pro judge.
Cool.
If you can just comment if you agree or not with things he's saying, it will help us out. So, Ryan Terry, you just saw Ryan Terry. What do you think? What did you see?
See, I think, honestly,
Yeah?
I thought he could have been a touch sharper.
Oh no, really?
Slightly.
How do you see that?
And compared to some of the really broad structured guys, he misses out there, but his midsection pretty much perfect.
That's a midsection, huh?
And he has got the ability to, even though he's not got a super wide structure, he can make his lats go really wide.
And tell the people at home, I have some people who love men's physique, tell me the thing you thought about the quad sweep thing. And it's short.
The quad sweep, what I think, I'm sure they've thought about before, because it makes common sense. If you've got obvious flare to your thighs out of a quad sweep, and you can see it, it makes the waist look smaller. So you've got the quads going into the waist, going into the lats. If you've got dark shorts, you're not going to see that quad sweep so obvious compared to, I noticed some of them have got a white line down the side of their shorts.
Okay.
Or they've got light shorts, but a lot of them have got a white stripe down the side. I think that is if they've got a quad sweep, it'll show.
And you get a lot of love hearts because I think you're sexy right now, bro. Anyway, we're going to be back and review the bikini class. And that's going to be a little bit of a challenge because George hasn't seen that much of it. I have, but I'm not an expert in bikini, but I do know a little bit of bikini. So when you're going to do a review for bikini, it's going to be an epic one. We'll be back later. So each time it's finished and there's a break, we do a little and set up. And then I don't be on the phone all the time, but we have on this break. So
Shall we review something that's already happened?
no.
Yeah, absolutely, George. Go
Yeah.
for it, man.
Okay.
What do you mean? I don't
What do you want
understand.
to talk about? AJ's playing on his phone. You tell us
Stop
what you want
trolling.
to talk about, man.
See, I want to say that the 212 class, some of the most phenomenal 212 competitors there's ever been. I was so worried. Now, Jose Raymond, he's my guy. Flex Lewis, he's my guy. When they left, I thought, I was slightly worried for the 212 class because I wasn't sure whether the guys that were going to come in had enough personality to fill.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It's true, but luckily we got Kamal. Kamal, he's won 1 million top level amateur bodybuilding contests over his life, and he came in and he improved and he showed people that he should have had a pro card much earlier. For him to get his pro card when he's 47.
And guys, we had a review here. We saw the debate. Remember?
I thought
Nigel said Sean Clarida.
And he was right.
Listen, he said Sean Clarida. It's not even. No, he didn't. I won't say disrespectful. He said he had him as the lead winner. You said no, it's Kamal. Voila, we didn't see things for whatever reasons. We woke up today, we saw, what's it called? Clarida looking up and praying to God, and he had the win. Then he said he had Rami as the favorite in the Open because he was there live. And what we saw after prejudging Friday, What are you saying?
What were they open?
He had Rami.
Well,
And another thing, women's bodybuilding, you had Margie,
No.
you had Andrea Shaw. He said, man, you know nothing about bodybuilding then, because
he didn't say that.
and he said like in that, you know, right? And he said, Margie V, don't you know your body? I'm making it up for the fans.
The
It's not
thing
just like
is-
that. And then who won? Andrea Shaw.
Andrea-
So right
Andrea
now
won.
it's 1-1.
1-1.
Yeah.
Well, so, but the thing is, when you watch bodybuilding, you've got to give your honest opinion, and it's got to be based on facts, and it's also based on how you see the comparisons.
And he was in the audience.
you can judge where somebody's going to place by sometimes
It's 1-1.
one place either way is hard to do.
It's 1-1, correct? Between the fight
I've got
between you
no
and Nigel.
idea. I've got no idea who's going to win the Open.
No, right now it's 1-1 you and Nigel, correct?
Yeah.
Because I predict we're gonna have some prediction things, and they're gonna go at it again. Right now, after prejudging, Rami.
Yeah.
Okay, this for people watching. There's many comments probably of Rami because I got DMs. Phil, Rami, Brandon. We ended it with Bonak. We didn't notice him that much, but he came alive more and more and more. Correct?
I think Hadi
Bonak first.
overtook. I think Bonak's fifth
Okay, why? Let's go to Bonak.
because Hadi's better than him.
I'm sorry, for the first time ever, we're gonna give full attention to bikini
Okay.
for even open bodybuilding. I know people are gonna say whatever. Let's pay attention to bikini or what, Chris? What do you think?
Yeah. Before we do that, George, do you want to just explain your position?
Yeah,
on
because
the
I think
Okay.
Bonak's fifth because Hadi was better than him, because Rami was better than him, because Brandon was better than him, Phil was better than him. There you go. It's just a matter of people being better than you.
According to some,
And he wasn't in top shape.
according to
Everybody's saying winter is coming here. Winter is coming.
Rami.
Rami.
No, is it really? Can people?
Why is he winter is
Wait,
coming?
Because it's the size. It's a nude. Guys,
He comes from Egypt.
Wait,
That's
wait.
not winter.
guys, wait.
A summer is coming.
Wait. Guys, keep the comments to Chris who you think is going to win in the open class. We'll mention it. Because by us saying what you're saying, we can give your opinion to the millions watching our shows and millions watching our shows. And it's not our opinion then, but it's your opinion. So say your names.
Before we do that, we're just about to tune into Bikini. George,
Yeah.
do you want to just explain your experience of Bikini? Very
My
briefly, so the
experience of
audience
bikini
understand.
is, it's bikini. It's time to get something to eat. So today, I'm going to be watching it and I'm going to have an open mind.
Let's get- okay,
Because
let's
I had
get
an
into it.
open mind in men's physique and I was
Okay.
really,
George, this is a big lineup. This is
I
a
was
big
really
lineup.
impressed.
Okay.
So I'm going to have an open mind. Just
So
to sit
right
here.
now we have Lori Chapados in the blue there. She is the current girlfriend to Sean Roden. So it's a little bit in blue there.
Yeah.
She was a big star. She is a big star. Can you imagine she wins bikini and he has the title and she has the title? How epic would that be? First time ever. 2 Olympia champions.
Okay.
So here we have, look out, Jennifer Dory. You see the girl there with the curly hair to,
Yeah.
to the right almost?
Oh, yeah.
She was on our show. She's a big star. Pay attention to her.
She
What do you,
looks great.
let's
She
just
looks
focus on her. What do you see about
waist
her?
is tiny.
So,
Her waist is just almost doesn't exist.
keep talking about her. What
It
is
seems as though there's a common theme in almost every class.
Okay.
And that is shoulder width going into a small waist.
Okay.
Going into now instead of having quad sweep here, it's the curve of the glute,
Okay.
and that's a different. So it's like
You know, I tell you, right now, you are a genius. That's what all the girls told me. Sean Carla, that's exactly what she says. Keep on.
so like slightly twisting to the side. So instead of the quad sweep, you've got the curve of the glute.
Okay.
That makes the waist look smaller.
Oh,
if you
look
got-
at the walk.
And if you've got a smaller
Yo.
waist, smaller waist makes the glute look better as well.
So, in your opinion, this walk, this is some, okay. I don't know the names of these girls, but which girl stands out? And why? You can just tell them what stands out. And the people at home can know what it is and who stands out and why. It's very hard, obviously, because they look all very good.
Well, the ones in the middle have got a slight advantage because they've got the black backdrop.
Okay.
I think so. My instant thought was in the middle but then maybe I'm just saying that because of the backdrop.
So it's an advantage to be in the middle when you get the comparison because it's a black background.
If you've got, I wouldn't say it's a confused white backdrop, but it's more confused than just having a simple black backdrop.
Okay. Beautiful. Look at the level. How good they are. Like you don't see anyone that stands out in a negative way. If you know what I mean. And there's 40 of them. Then you can imagine the quality.
So this is would you say this is?
Okay, this is Ash. No, what is this?
Would you say this is the #1 class in bodybuilding now?
That's one of the. Listen, pay attention. You see, I'm not in that way, but the
Answer
girl.
me a second.
Yeah, that's Noora Mahonen, the girl in the blue.
Yeah.
What do you see with her? To the left, the tall one to the left, the tall one to the left.
Okay.
What do you see, please? Because that's my friend.
She's an Amazon.
What does that mean?
Well, it's a good thing.
Okay.
I'm not sure what it means though, but she
Okay,
is.
can you please judge her?
She's got the best glutes from the back out of that lineup.
Okay. It means a lot to her, you know, because she's my friend.
It's true.
Okay.
She's the tallest there. I wonder if is that an advantage in this class?
It can be. That depends what the judges.
See, I think I think she's really tall in this
Okay.
class, so maybe she needs a bit more muscle
Okay.
to actually just fill out just a little bit.
Okay. Let's see the next lineup here. I'm gonna pick out someone who is predicted to do well. In that way, we can get the feedback on that. So let's see. There's so many. The girl in the curly hair in the middle with the red bra, the curly black hair. Please judge her for me. In the middle with the red.
She's got outrageous genetics. She's like Shanique Grant of the.
Oh wow!
Because if you look at the waist,
I see it. I see it. Ooh.
but they've all got small waists. But
That's what I
she's
know.
genetically she's.
So she's genetically gifted, is what you're saying.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if that's a good thing
Oh, why?
because
Maybe it's too much muscle.
maybe you can have too small waist. I don't know.
Oh wow! Issa Piccini, she has the tiniest waist I've ever seen. She wins. She's won. But there are some people who saying, "Let's see this year." So let's take up that for a
Tell you
further.
what,
Good. Let's
Think
see.
of the smallest waist ever in men's bodybuilding, Brian Buchanan.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We didn't win many pro shows.
I think he came 7th in Olympia.
There you go. So, Angelica Teixeira, this is the girl with the purple, walking out very good there. You see the purple
Yeah,
bra?
yeah.
Please judge her.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Judge her, bro. Please.
She
In the
looks
middle.
She looks quite lean.
Okay.
She looks
And
calf
quick-
development. Calf
Judge both
development.
of the girls. That's
What-
right.
To the right of her, yeah.
Yeah, the writer. That's Stacy girl. That's from Italy. Stasia.
It's-
Francesca from Italy.
I like the girl furthest.
Yeah?
Third from the right. I think.
What about the girl all the way to the right? That's Attila, the one with the curly hair. What do you see in her? She's a superstar.
She's similar to your friend.
Noora.
Quite tall.
Yeah.
Tell you what.
Yeah.
If you're going to judge this,
Yeah.
you've got such a hard job.
So who do you prefer? Oh, that's quick. Are they going away?
Her, furthest right.
The curly hair?
Yeah.
You prefer Attila over Angelica and Stay.
It's my first impression. My first impression.
Oh, bro. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Can you write that down? You prefer Attila over Angelica.
Attila.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just a little, you know what I mean? Over Angelica. Because that's a very big, you know what I mean? And
So is Angelica one of the top?
she's won 2 years. 2 Miss Olympia, Bikini Olympias, bro.
Okay.
And Attila is rated. as one of-
Angelica, was she third from the right? Was she the one?
Attila's the one all the way to the right with the curly hair. Is what you meant?
Yeah. I liked her.
Just make it sure. Okay.
It was Angelica.
Okay, write with your pen, please. I will write some names when they come out.
Yeah.
This woman, I don't know, so we
Yeah.
only write the girls we know, because in
Yeah.
that way we can get the feedback on the big stars. And I'm sorry, guys, we don't have we don't know every bikini girl because we've seen everything live. Oy, 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 oy. But we are going to write down the stars. In that way, we can give a feedback
Okay.
on who we predict will do best of the
We'll do
stars.
that. So-
okay. So just I'll say the name and you say what you like and what she can improve on. You know what I mean?
She's beautiful.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Because and one thing, I don't know, that's for bikini girls to say, but can you please let us know if you want guys to say, oh, she's beautiful and all those things, you know what I mean? No, back later, because imagine you're on stage and the guy says, oh, you're beautiful. Is that why you want to be judged? I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm just asking them, because we're not women, so we don't know.
Because if it was a female person saying,
You're beautiful,
Bumstead's beautiful,
I would feel, yeah.
I says, yeah, he is.
But it's just that before, the commentary just been, oh, she's beautiful, and then they stop. And then they say nothing more. And that's all you get.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, thank you. And what can I improve on? You look beautiful, baby. Okay, you're from Brazil? Yeah? That's it, go. So that's not how you want to do it, correct?
She's got very good calves.
Tell her what you like about this girl. Yeah. Here, when I don't know the name, you just say what you like about the physique, and for people watching, they can go back and they can see when, you know what I mean? That's a good thing, Chris, isn't it? Because if you go back, you know?
Quite a lot of leg development, but she's kept them slim enough. I think calf development, she doesn't want the calves to go any bigger, but I like to see calves.
You like to see even in bikini?
I think looking at her shoulder structure is slightly narrower than
And
her hip structure.
if someone's walk really impresses you, let me know.
I'm thinking Jessica.
And I have to say there's 50 girls, so it's hard to know every woman, and this is... I don't know. What do you like about her? Because we had the bikini show, but we didn't have the names there, Pop Media. So, who is this? What do you like about her physique? Presentation, color, suit. Those things also matter in bikini, okay?
Okay.
So, take a look at the suit. Also, the bling, you know what I mean? If it...
She looks better from the back than the front.
Okay. Look at the walk.
She looks a little bit leaner from the back compared to the front.
Okay.
And her colour looks better from the back.
Okay.
She looks...
Is there
Maybe
any,
it's a light shining down on her...
Is there any color you recommend if the background is black that will make your body look better? Or no? On the suit? Or is that doesn't matter?
I don't think it matters.
You know what? Is there no way Pop Media to have the sound higher? Pop Media. Is there any way to have the sound higher? Because Bob does say the name in the beginning, so we can really pay attention when Bob says the name. You don't, but
Well, what
us,
we can do is we can just be quiet.
Yeah, but then we can't. Okay.
We can't put the sound higher.
Okay.
Because there's a balance between your voices and the music coming through, which is copyright music, so we're not allowed to stream copyright music. So
AJ, what do you think of her? What's good about her? What impresses you? But I'm being you now. Tell you what, let's try and get the names now.
Let's do the next one. We get the names.
Let's get the names.
Look at that suit, eh?
She's so tall.
Do you like the taller girls in bikini or a little bit?
I think I do.
So here, guys, we have some girl who is very, very... Was it Ashlyn Brown? I think it was Ashlyn Brown. And what do we see?
She's a smaller girl.
Correct.
Let's have a look.
Oh, look at the walk. This is one of my favorite bikini physiques there. Looks good, huh?
Okay. She's quite lean. Like she's... I've noticed a lot of them are quite lean in the delta arm tie-in.
Oh, look. Oh, you see that's the way she did her flip her hair there? That's a bikini move, okay? So you gotta do it with swag.
She's quite lean from the back as well.
Here we go. Tan, what would you say to tan? Very good in my opinion.
I'll tell you what.
Beautiful
I
tan.
don't think I've seen any poor tans.
So
so
this
far.
is
Presentation is top notch.
a bikini show. You can lose a show if your tan is off. In bodybuilding, it's not. It's a little bit bikini. If your tan is off, you're over.
Question: have you had Sean Carla on?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Because I knew. Oh, Grace, did you hear that? He asked if I've had Sean Carla on. Because he knew,
She used to post in the forum.
and I brought her on.
And she
George.
stood her ground, respect to her.
Have you noticed every person I respect, I brought on my Olympia experience? You were one of them.
Yeah.
Sean Cole is one of them. So Sean Cole is legit. Okay, who's this? Oh, who's this? That was a very.
tell you what.
That's my favorite entrance.
Just so people know, we're part of a bodybuilding forum, and we had a.
Yeah, you know what? You
Women's
know what? You know
bikini.
what? That's not even.
And she really stood her ground.
Guys, this is. Sorry?
Respect her.
This is Lori Chapados. What do you see?
I'm not
Big
saying
star.
anything bad about her.
Big star, Lori Chapados. She's one of the biggest stars in the world. What do you see? She might win it.
She's quite.
Please write that. Lori
quite
Chapados.
Laura. She's quite heavily muscled.
Okay.
So if she's one of the top girls, that means they must be looking for a bit of muscle.
Oh, Lori Chapados. Okay. Great flip. What do you like? She's the biggest star we have.
She's got.
Sean Roldan's girlfriend.
She looks great.
Look at the walk. How do you like that walk? Perfect. This is one favorite to win the whole show. So this is a big judgment you're doing upon her now.
From South Korea, Sarah Choi.
So right,
Next
no
one's
disrespect to her, but this is Sarah Choi. I'll look at her, write down what you see. You don't have to say because we're going to wrap that up later, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is a Korean girl, Sarah Choi. And we did a wrap up on this bikini division. And I noticed that we have a tendency to see that's just that Korean, we don't know who it is, and then we don't do anything about it. Have you noticed that's the same thing we did in
Did they
figure?
say her name was Sarah?
Sarah Choi.
Okay.
Remember we did the same thing we said when we did the figure? With the beautiful
So
figure.
let's not do that. She
Let's not
looks
do that
great.
now.
She
So
looks
how does he
great.
looks?
She impresses me a lot.
Why?
Like a lot of Korean bodybuilders in every class seem to always have
Good legs?
really good legs.
Why is that? Genetics or training?
I tell you what,
I have no idea.
it could be both.
It's just epic, isn't it? There are all these. Okay, anyway.
But she's also got upper body as well.
There you go.
Her delt to leg balance looks good. Small waist as well.
Wow, what
She
a
looks quite.
You just saw a tall woman and then a short woman right after each other. Is there any preference there in bikini? Because that was a good. You saw the tall Lord Chapados and the shorter. Who?
My eyes are drawn to the taller,
Oh, why?
but I was very impressed by Sarah.
That means she's one of the better shorter. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What do we see here? We don't know her name. Sorry.
it's going to be interesting to see a
Callouts.
person.
You know what I'm looking
call out.
forward for?
Yeah.
For the first, not that's wrong to say. You're looking forward to the first callouts, correct?
I just said that, didn't I?
Yeah. There you go.
I said that, and it's not even scripted.
So that
It's
means you as a judge, bodybuilder, if you just judge bikini, you'll find pleasure in it. That's what I always say. Pay attention.
I still think it'd be hard to judge a big class like this. She's awesome, by the way.
Which one? This one here?
Yeah,
We don't know who it is, but she has a red suit on for people at home. She's a black woman with short hair. We're not sure her name, we're sorry. Number 11.
she's not far from being figure, maybe. She's not quite.
And I like the bikini girls with muscle. That's why I like her
Yeah.
more. Okay? Wait. Katya, I didn't get the name. Katya Deho, maybe wrong, from America. She's a taller woman. She's got a great suit. She's one of the taller bikini girls. And what do we see? Oh yes, let's go.
See, one of the difficulties being taller is having the leg development.
Correct. George, you're such a smart man. Of course,
So,
keep on.
And like, you're a tall guy.
Yeah.
you
Don't
know.
talk it about loud. Yeah. Yeah. What do we see? Are her legs? Were you saying a little bit slight?
I think so. I think she needs a little bit more quad, hamstring, and glute development. And I don't want to criticise because she's awesome for being here, but being taller, that's what she needs.
Ricky Dane, just write it. So when we heard it, we can write it down. You know what I mean, Ricky Dane. What do we see in Ricky Dane? What's what it say? So she is a taller competitor, not super tall, but taller. There's a beautiful walk there. And what do you see?
Okay. Presentation is really, really good.
Oh, I love the presentation. Very You see how they look at the judges? With the judges, some judges said to me, you have to flirt, but don't flirt so it gets disgusting.
Yeah.
Do you see the difference? Do you know that as a judge? Like, is that how you would?
Well, I've never had that.
Because you never had a
Never,
bikini girl. Judging, you never judge a bikini girl. I mean, that's what
I've
the
never
judge-
had somebody do a back double bicep and give me a
Well, not
win.
because you never judge a bikini girl. He told me, I said, bro, how do you judge this? He said, flirt a little bit, but don't do it so it looks stop it. You know what I mean? Find your little. But I don't know. I'm not a bikini judge, so that's for you girls, bikini girls out there, to tell me if you do
She's
that.
got
or
a
not.
similar thing to the last girl. She needs a bit more quad development, although her glutes are pretty good and her hamstrings are.
Who? What did he say?
Is that Ricky Dane? I don't know.
We can't write everyone down. It's gonna be
Nah.
too much. Okay. Who was this?
Is that not?
That's Jennifer Dory, and please write what we see. This is one of the biggest stars in the world from Canada. She's Mark Anthony. She coming straight off of a win. She's on my show, Road to the O. Oh, yo. And what do we see?
Really good. Her twisted shot, waist going into the glute, really good.
Remember to write this down, but I remember, okay? Tan. Oh. You taking mental notes? You say it loud for people at home listening. So Jennifer Dory, how does Jennifer Dory look from the back?
She looks really, really good. Her where the other girls were lacking, she's got.
In what?
She's got the leg size, the calf size, and the glute size, and all those things make the waist look smaller.
Write that beautifully down, and that was.
Yeah.
It's bro. You sure you didn't write lyrics for Celine Dion? That sounds like a love song right there.
No,
bro.
Slayer.
Lats. No, these are lats. Oh, who's this? What's this, bro? The way you wrote that Jennifer Dory thing down was pop media. It sounded like a love song. He broke it down. Jennifer Dory. He was like,
I'm not singing.
she has what other girls don't have. She's got the calves. What did you say one more time?
I think she's got the calves, she's got the quads, she's got the glutes. And I'm not turning that into song.
Okay.
You can.
Because I'm gonna tag her into the stories. The only thing that's cool with knowing Instagram, but you can do a couple of cool things with it. So she'll see that right now when she goes on stage, that George has said those things, and that's a nice thing to do when you know someone to take a little bit.
I can see
Wait,
I can see how she's one of the top girls.
We're just judging bikini. Yeah. Tell us what you saw about Jennifer Dory. Say it one more time.
Well, she's got what a lot of girls don't have. She's got the legs, she's got the glutes, she's got the small waist, and it all makes her waist look smaller. And she's going to be one of the top girls.
And you just made a new brand hit. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Walk us through who that is.
Down in London, South East. There's a new strain called it. And it's down in South Wales.
So gym shut.
Breaking news, guys, the gyms will be shut as of tomorrow in the southeast of England. And that's where our man is from.
That's where
George.
I was going.
Wait. Can you wait 1 second? Can I do it for my story?
Sure.
So how impressive he is. That he knowing that, because I know how it is, because I have no gyms. I have no gyms, George. I know how you feel. I can only imagine. I had it my whole year, and I'm mentally breaking down. But we're doing the Olympia coverage now, and it's a hard thing. I understand. Guy, tell us the story.
So breaking news, Boris Johnson has just announced that tomorrow London and the South East will be going into Tier 4, which means all gyms and non-essential businesses will be shut over Christmas, over the New Year. And the reason for that is the new strain of coronavirus has erupted down in the south, and it's growing like wildfire. It's more transmittable. On top of that, Christmas is cancelled. So
In London?
Throughout the UK, we were allowed to have 5 days of free travel throughout the UK.
So I can go home to Norway. And guys, let's do the best for Olympia experience. But I know how this is.
People throughout the UK did have 5 days of free travel throughout the UK. They're advising no travel around the
when's
UK.
this
After 5 days?
Starts tomorrow, and a review will be taking place on the 30th of December. You're only allowed to meet up with your family on Christmas Day.
So I might not get home.
It
What do
does
you
say no need to travel in or out of Tier 4 as of tomorrow.
Can you say it one more time, please?
Right,
Welcome to Wigan, George.
so that means I'm living in Wigan for Christmas.
Can we just... can I go back to Norway or no?
No, I'd like you to just talk about the bikini.
But
again.
can I go
That was just breaking news.
But can I travel or no?
Go back. Yeah, you can
I
travel.
just got told.
And what my life
Wigan
is,
forever.
my life's been ruined for this. But let's go, let's go. This is just so. It's just such a. We are here.
It's weird, isn't it?
It's just. This is God testing us, George. God is testing you, and now it's time to show power. Let's do bikini. So what do we see now? I know how it is. I have no gym myself. I love to train. You love to train. Let's go. This is the life of COVID 2020. This is live. Let's do the best for the bikini girls. What do we see? From the back.
Well, she's got to be Korean. No, she's not.
Is that another Korean? No, that is Ellie Fernandez. She's Mexican.
Because I was looking at legs. I was stereotyping. That's
You
not
were
good.
being a racist. No, we can't even say that because they're gonna start saying that he's a
And
racist.
I'm doing it.
What do you see? Ellie Fernandez? What do you see? What do you like? She's the short of the competitors. Okay, let's see next one. So we pay attention to next one.
Okay.
What did he say? What did he say? Could you get the name? Jesus, you know, George, you can't focus now, can you?
I'm just thinking, am I going to be able to travel home tomorrow?
What does that mean?
Nobody's allowed to go in and out of Tier 4. London's Tier 4 from tomorrow.
From tomorrow. What about Manchester?
So that means when I get on my train tomorrow, I might not be allowed to go home.
I don't know. I'm sorry, no disrespect to Bikini Girls, but what did you just say now? So,
Right. London's going to be Tier 4, which is a higher tier than it is here.
okay.
And you're not supposed to leave Tier 4 or go into Tier 4. So
From when?
From tomorrow.
Yeah, but you go today.
I go tomorrow. That's when I go.
Because of the Olympia. So you have to choose the Olympia. We have come to the most... No, I gotta get this on. I know, sorry Bikini Girls, but this is more than... No, this is... If Nora comes on, you gotta let me know, because that's my best friend in the world.
From Canada, Maya.
Well, they can't
Wait,
allow
wait.
you to leave
Wait,
a
please,
tier
please.
and then not
Guys,
allow you
it
back
just
in.
happened. You have got this. If you watch the Olympia, you're not allowed to go home for Christmas because there's some tired trade, God knows what. The Corona police are enforcing, breaking our lives.
I'm hoping that's not the case.
Are you choosing the Olympia or are you choosing Christmas? I'll choose the Olympia because I can meet my mom. This is very strange because I can't meet my mom because I'm here because I go to Norway. I have to do quarantine and my mom is a doctor, so I can't meet her.
I'm gonna
Are you choosing Olympia or Christmas?
I'm going to choose the Olympia and go home.
Best of both worlds.
Of what?
Yeah, buddy.
I'll jog.
Slow it down.
Okay.
She's good. Really well developed. Hamstrings.
Oh
quads.
wow! So now we have.
Read the message.
Okay. No.
Off me.
I'm just going to check that Tier 4 thing.
From the USA, the Raja Hill.
The Raja Hill, George. What do we see?
I think George is just checking up on his family.
I'm just going to check to see if I can travel tomorrow.
You tell us what you see, AJ.
The Raja Hill. Look. Ooh. George, hey. Seriously, is this very weird, bro? That all this is happening at the same time? and everything that just happened with Rami now doing, with Phil, with Brandon, the Christmas things, with so much pain we gone through. We're sitting here and we got the same, gyms are closing all over the world. We're sitting there looking at Bikini, and it's just, I just think there's something going on. Is there something going on?
It's happened before. It's just that happened in 1919. It's just that now we live in a world where we communicate multiple ways, so we're able to speak about it more.
Okay.
It's just, there's been plenty plagues over the history of the world. I'm just going to find out some stuff, AJ. I'll go on the news.
Wow. I have to say, there's another taller girl, and I have to say, I kind of like the taller look a little bit more. I don't know why. I just think it's a little bit more elegant. I just like the taller bikini look. Is that weird, or?
Well, you're a tall person, so it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? But there's an elegance that's definitely there.
Would you say if you were a taller person, you would tend to, of course, tend to like the taller physiques?
I think people in general like the type of physique that is most similar to you.
Why is that?
Because it makes you feel better about yourself, I think.
Very nice, good
It's
point.
like
Yeah.
Rich Gaspari is never going to like the Lee Haney type best, is he?
So why does Sean Ray mentioning Bonak is a midget and all this all the time? I mean, he's the same height.
Does he mention that? Does he say that?
Yeah. Very often.
Yeah, but does he not say similar negative things to a lot of people? That's constructive, isn't it?
Oh, I thought it was Issa Pacini coming out. And as you guys know, there's a lot of Brazilian athletes coming in bikini. And if you look at the current champion, Issa Pacini, she's from Brazil. Angelica Teixeira, she's from Brazil. That's the girl you said you preferred with the curly hair, without knowing her name.
Yeah.
She's from Brazil.
Yeah.
Angelica, the girl I asked you about, she's from Brazil. Kaiki, he's from Brazil. There's a lot in women's physique. We just saw Dani Castillo. We just saw Ivy Rain.
Brazil produces a lot, don't they?
Produces a lot. Why do you think there's any reasoning for that or no?
Well, if you think of it, even before bikini class, Brazil was famous for beaches and what people looked like. It was a beach culture, so it's perfect.
So because you more often like take your clothes off, so you want to be more in shape. Is it a culture thing? Is it?
Well, if you think of the Rio beaches and Rio Carnival, then it's not a million miles from women's bikini.
1 second. No stream, guys. No streaming. This is people spend a lot of money putting this together, and please go to olympiaproduction.com, because as you see in this world, this year has been crazy. We just got information. George maybe not been able to train. I haven't been able to train, and it's very painful to not be able to train. Isn't it, George?
I'll tell you what.
It's
I'm
horrible.
very glad I bought weights from my back garden, but it's very cold.
I bought a bench. I have it in my house.
Yeah.
I advise people this year, do whatever it takes. Okay. Oh, look at transitioning here. This is the walk. I wonder if the judges count this walk in as a scoring thing. Do you think that would matter? Would you? I don't know.
I think everything matters.
Okay.
Every single thing matters. Even facial expression, how you walk, making sure that every single movement you do, you're aware of what you're doing. There's no gaps of nothing. You need to. I think anybody that appears on stage should think of that. They need to make sure that every single second they appear in front of judges, imagine they're being looked even though you're not being looked. Because a judge might just have a look at you, and if you're not doing the right thing, they'll notice.
Sitting there judging this and you have 40 girls on stage, are you able to, not right now because there's things going in your life, but you think you would able to keep the same amount of attention with 40 girls after a while? Would it be hard for you or no?
For me it would be really hard, but I'm sure that there are specialist bikini judges who've got an eye which can spot things quicker without having, because you need speed. Like, you need to be able to see things really quickly and go, right, okay, that's good, and to take a note of it. I would take more time for a while. Because
they don't switch out the judges for bikini. It's not like we have the same judges throughout the show. That means these judges must be expert on every class. That means you're a superior judge. George, please, Ashley Kaltwasser, this is it.
Okay.
Best bikini. This is the best bikini champion of all time. What do you see?
Well, it's just too far away just now.
Oh, look at the walk. Michael Edwards, I love you, bro. What do you see? This is a big one. What do you see? Write it down.
See, every time you say one's a favourite, every single time they've got quite highly developed glutes.
Okay.
Every single time.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And it... So now I see why they all train glutes.
So what do we see here? Ashley Kaltwasser. This is a big one, guys. Big one.
It's the balance between everything. It's the balance between the shoulders to the
Please
line
write that
around the
down.
waist.
So guys, Ashley Kaltwasser, George, the top,
Balancing glutes.
She has balance in glutes. Presentation was good.
Perfect.
Tan. Hair makeup.
Well, that's part of presentation, isn't it?
Correct. Stage confidence, everything.
There wasn't a single thing that I thought...
There's another very fantastic move. Okay, there's so much. There's so many good girls here. You see it? You got full attention.
AJ, I'm trying to work out whether I've got to travel home tonight.
Okay.
So that's what I'm doing just now.
That's good.
Tell me what this means.
So now we have another Korean lady. We did not get the name. And just as George said, we got some good legs going on here.
People will be advised not to travel into a tier 4. Now, advised.
That doesn't mean there's no rules.
That doesn't mean won't be allowed.
Correct. Advice is not the same as not allowed. You know, I've done this. We have the same thing in Norway. They advise you, it's not no. So, but guys, as you can imagine, George now, this is the first time he judged bikini. He's doing a perfect job, but he's now trying to see if he's gonna watch the Olympia or not. Anyway, let's get back to the program. Here we have another taller competitor. Great long legs there. And what do you see, George?
Bikini looks really good. I like the lighter colour bikinis.
You like the lighter?
She's really good.
Why do you like the lighter colours better? It brings out the physique more, or?
I think because you got the black backdrop, it adds a bit of sparkle and glow to.
That's
what
why
you see. Should they have bikinis coordinated with the shoes?
I think it's fashion swag, but that's up to each person, correct?
Okay.
That's why I asked you earlier, remember? Would you choose a suit compared to the colored background, remember? Mm-hmm. And now you said yes.
There used to be a theory about white bodybuilders and black bodybuilders and colour opposing trunks.
Can you tell us a story about that Arnold Schwarzenegger Sergio?
Right, I don't know about that, but I know Roy Callender, quite a dark bodybuilder. He was advised by Frank Zane to get really dark posing trunks. He says, why? Because it's normally quite bright posing trunks for a black bodybuilder. He says, look, you Your ebony skin is beautiful, and you need to have. You don't want to upset the lines.
George, not to disrespect you, this is the biggest star in the world almost, Janet Leigh. She's
Okay.
a mother.
I've heard of that
She's
name.
in his 30s. She's won Arnold Classics. She's a tall, most beautiful woman you'll ever see facially. It's like a god. And what do you see? She's one of my favorites in the entire world.
Seems as though a lot of the favourites have got quite a long torso.
Oh, Janet. She's from the Philippines originally. Big star in Asia. What do we see, George?
When she's standing upright, her torso looks quite long, but when she's twisted round, same theory.
Oh, did you see that move? So Janet just
She's
did a
quite
move.
lean as well. She's quite lean compared to one or two of the bikini girls.
Is there something you would call that move Janet just did? That move?
I've not got a name for that, AJ.
So you can make something up. She did the
I wasn't looking at it, I was looking here.
Okay, I'm sorry. So you missed the epic move then. You missed something special. She's one of my picks to win the whole show. Let's see the comparisons. Would you say it's hard to pick a winner in bikini without seeing comparisons? Would you say it's almost impossible? With so many great athletes?
I've also noticed that a lot of the top ones are. There is noticeable muscular development across the whole physique. Like Janet Leigh, you can see development everywhere in the physique. There doesn't look to be anywhere that you think she might not have trained that. I think it looks as though everything has been sculpted.
And George, here I think my personal friend comes out. No, it's not. No, it's not. What was this? Okay. We're really lucky to have George in the studio here today because there's a difference.
Fresh eye. I think I've got a fresh eye.
The point is, George, I see a lot, but you, when you're a judge, you have the ability to see things and pinpoint exactly what it is and lay it out beautifully. You're doing a great job.
See, the difficulty in judging this is there's so many of them of a high standard that it's very difficult to compare a large number of high standard people together.
I fully agree. It's almost impossible. I always said it. I don't know how they do it. Hats off to those who don't do it. But how they do it to me is a miracle.
I would say open bodybuilding is much easier.
Much easier to judge.
Because you've got the compulsory poses.
There you go. So, if you win bikini, that means you're truly something special, correct?
If you win bikini, is that a very marketable title to have if you win the Bikini Olympia?
You get a lot of opportunities when you win the Bikini Olympia. I would like the prize money to go a little bit up in bikini because it's such a big class now. But remember, all new classes you have to prove its worth.
But are they more easily to sponsor from?
This is my good friend George.
Okay.
What do you see? Nora Mahonen.
She's one of the
What do you see?
taller ones, and she's got good legs for a tall person. So is sponsorship easier to get for a bikini compared to some other classes, or is it?
Yes.
Not? Okay.
She's from H3 Muscle, by the way.
Okay.
What do you see in Nora? What about the tan, first of all? Because she has problem with her tan. The last show. How's
Really?
her tan now? Yes.
It's fine.
How's her
It's
tan
fine.
now?
Like, if it was bad, I'd notice it. And I
Okay.
don't- and I don't
Thank you.
notice it.
Thank you. The
Because-
physique.
Is she top tier?
That's all I want to hear
I
you
don't think
say.
so. I think she's because she hasn't got what all the top tier ones have, and that is the development in the lower body to a certain level.
Okay.
She's approaching it. Quads are good, but I think hamstrings, glutes could be slightly more.
And that right there was a very real moment. Okay, keep on, sorry.
But she's not far from it. I think
Okay.
it's not as though she's genetically never going to be able to do it.
And for me personally, we had many hours of discussion with me and her, you know. She was the first girl, I interviewed her in Romania when she won Romania
Yeah.
in 2019. So we have a special, you know what I mean? And she, when Sean Carla was here, I asked her if she's in the top tier. And this is going to maybe hurt Nora a little bit. But Sean Carla said, know, but she can be, and you said the same thing. So I believe this is destiny then.
Me and Sean Carla.
Oh, yo, now we're talking business. Who is this? Wow, that was. That means Nora has to take this advice and make it work in 2021. But she will know that she can do it, but she has to do it. You know what I mean? The work has to be done, but she has the potential to do it. Correct? Yeah. Wow.
What I'll do, AJ, is once we finish, I'll contact the trained people and ask them. And I'm sure if it says advised not to travel into it, well, does that mean I never go home ever? Well,
George, this year I lost my job. I lost everything I had. I just live in the moment, bro. I have no idea, bro. I just go with the flow.
I was looking forward to having 2 weeks holiday training in the gym.
You know what? You know what you do? When does the train leaves?
It's about 10:30 in the morning.
Wait.
I'm not training in the gym tomorrow morning. Because Olympia will be finished about 5 hours earlier. She's good. Who's that? I like her, whoever it is. AJ, who's that?
I'm not sure. So Carrie, no, allowed. Carrie Sexton, Bikini Pro. She's saying, "Are you streaming the bikini at all?" I'm not sure what that means, but I will imagine she says, "Are you streaming the bikini at all?" And no, Carrie, it's not allowed, guys. People, we have to stop this. Where can we buy, steal? Where can we stream? If we were allowed to stream it, don't you think we would move? Do you think we would want to just okay?
I think
If
you're going to pay for one stream once a year, this is it.
This is it. So, guys, come on.
I'll tell you what, like, if I get a takeaway at night, it's going to cost the same as this.
And if
It's the same. And I wouldn't think twice of having 2 takeaways a week.
So if you can't take a takeaway to watch the best athletes in the world during the season, when we
It's a
can't
whole
even
weekend of it.
we can't even train in our gyms, and you can't use one takeaway to watch the best athletes in the world, well, I guess you're not a true fan of the sport. Can you say that? Is that fair to say?
I wouldn't go so far as that.
Bro, come on.
I would say you need to think about it.
Okay.
See,
Another taller woman. Have we seen more taller women or more shorter women in
more
this?
taller.
Okay, so
think that's
it
been more
seems
taller.
like the pro league to make it to the Olympia.
Or maybe they just look taller.
Yeah, maybe. We don't know.
Next to you, I'm sure they don't look taller.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because from a judge, you usually judge from the ground, don't you? Looking up.
Because the thing is, the camera angle that we see this just now
Yeah.
is a lot higher up than the viewpoint of a judge. Because a judge is always looking down. That's why when people do front lat spread and they lean back, you shouldn't do it.
George, I think today you shown your. Bro, you want to
Thank
become
you.
a pro judge?
No.
Why not? Travel the world, meet people that love
No.
bodybuilding, watch state. You wouldn't want to do it? Why? You're a great judge.
I love my life as it is. I love training. I love being a fan. I love my job. I've got the kind of job that you can't take time off.
What do you do?
I'm a school teacher.
I think you're getting a lot of love from the ladies with all your romantic things. You're a school teacher. Even though you love bodybuilding so much, you won't give up teaching the kids. I believe
love my
the
job.
children is the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Na na na. Yeah, great.
Michael Jackson.
That was Whitney Houston, but anyway.
All right. Okay.
Just because I said kids, you think about Michael, huh? Stop that.
Well, it's an
I know you
obvious-
British people
it's an
like
obvious-
to. I know you British people like to top. You see what you did to Diana, so stop it now. Okay.
She should have worn a seatbelt.
You should not harass her down the road like she's an animal, okay? Stop it, you British.
That was the French.
even worse. Let's stop. Okay, Jasmine
Brilliant.
Gonzalez. She's popular.
She's
Jasmine.
fantastic. She's really
Jasmine,
good.
please, can you write
Shoulders,
Jasmine?
Jasmine.
Shoulders,
Shoulder width.
shoulder width. Oh, she's just amazing. You know what? You know what we should do? We should call Sean Carla up and get her bikini wrap up with us, who's not bikini
Yeah.
experts,
Yeah.
with a real bikini expert, Sean
Yeah.
Carla, Hector, Carla, Sean. Is Sean a boy's name or a girl's name? I'm so confused with that. Sean.
Is she Shauna or is
It's
she
Sean. It's not Shauna. It's Sean Hector Lewis. It's not a
See,
boy's
I've
name.
never thought about it, but you're right. It's a boy's name.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Do you think she's really a boy?
She's nothing like Sean Connery was.
Do you think she's really a boy disguising as a woman?
No.
No, okay. Oh look! Oh my God! Look at this
She's
physique.
amazing.
This is Gonzalez, Jasmine Gonzalez,
I really like her.
and we are very impressed. Look at the delts. Look at the tiny waist. Look at amazing.
She's pretty perfect.
Jennifer Roncini. There's another girl. I think they went 1-on. Jennifer Roncini. She lost to, I think, Jennifer Dory in a very close fight. But she came back and she won her last show. And now she's at the O. And what do you see? Jennifer Roncini.
Is this her?
Yeah, that's her.
Now, if this is the standard that's the top standard,
Correct.
right, she's a little bit leaner
Okay.
than the previous girl.
Okay.
Her proportions aren't as exaggerated, so maybe that is a thing that to look for. Maybe if you're very wide shoulder, maybe it's a negative. Maybe it's about the balance. I'm not saying that she's narrow, but what I'm saying is she's not as exaggerated as some of the ones that
You see it. You
cuts
see
the
it
eye.
very clearly there. Yeah.
But compared to the previous girl, she's a little bit, I wouldn't say narrower, the previous girl was a lot wider.
So according to you, Jasmine has a little edge over Jennifer Roncini? Just if you just saw
Only
Jasmine.
in my eyes, only in my eyes,
No, because
because
I fainted when she came out. So
now,
oh.
but maybe that's because I'm missing out on the criteria. Maybe exaggerated shoulder width is not a good thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in train line.
Huh?
I'm gonna go in my
Train?
train line app, see if it says anything.
I have to say, I'm blessed to been able to work a lot in the bodybuilding industry. Call it what you want. I've been helping to help out, if you know what I mean, in the bodybuilding
Yeah.
industry. Work is when you... Anyway, and the good thing about that, guys, you don't... Okay, Attila, this is big. George, Attila, please. You have to look at this. This is incredible. Attila, what do you see? One of the favorites to win from Brazil.
That was one of the ones we noticed earlier, wasn't it?
Yeah. What do you see? Oh, did you see that move?
Remember I thought that she was better than Angelica?
I remember that, so what do you think now?
I think it's her upper body is very good, but her lower body isn't as good. I think glutes are really good, but I think her quadriceps not as good as in Angelica's.
Okay, this is important for later, because this is a big, might get the win the other way, you know? Because sometimes I believe the judges might look at her hair and smile and get blinded by everything else. I don't know. Let's see. What do you see from the back, George? Okay, from the front now. What do
I
you see?
think her tan could be slightly darker.
Remember we saw bikini
Yeah.
shows can win or lose on tan?
Yeah, I
Could
think
this
it's
be
slightly-
it? You have to wait and see.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
nice move. That's, you know, that tan thing? You see how it comes up later in different things? When you think, you're thinking about training now, sorry. You're
No, what I'm thinking about is I'm thinking about a phone number I can phone to find out what I'm going to do.
Okay. Stacy, she's from Italy. She's one of my favorite girls, Francesca. She won in Romania then I risked that all. I went to Romania, gave up training and everything, gave up life. I went to Romania, had the best time of my life.
Yeah.
She won Romania. Then she went to Italy. She won Italy. She did 14 days of quarantine in Mexico.
Really good. She's really good.
And what they say about her, she's too muscular. They say. What do you say?
See, I probably like too muscular.
Me too. That's my problem. That's why I love her. But what do you say? Because we like bodybuilding.
She's probably, looking at her, I would say she's probably carrying not enough body fat.
She's too shredded. The way we like it, because we like them freaks.
From the back, I think, because you can see the lower glute insertion a bit too clear.
Oh, I love that look.
I like it as well, but compared to the girls that you say are the favourites to win,
Yeah.
she's a little bit leaner in that area.
Can we go on record say she's our favorite bikini girl so far?
What's her name? Stacey Francesca?
Francesca Stoicchio. She's our favorite bikini girl, but we're biased because we like bodybuilding, so she's probably not going to win. Is that fair to say?
AJ's favourite.
Well, not yours.
She's up there.
Let's review later, yes? Oh my god, who is coming up?
Janet Leo is my favourite so far.
Wow! I told you she was my favorite to win, didn't I?
Yeah.
And I know that Francesca will not win because she has too much gains. And
Yeah.
I know with gains you don't win bikini.
Yeah.
So right now for us, who stands up? Tell me 3 names who stand up for you, and I'll tell
Okay.
you mine. Who stands up for you?
Well, Janet Leo, Ashley, balance, glutes, presentation. So
Oh, Edwards, if you're watching,
She's very
be
good.
careful with your hand, my friend.
Jennifer Dory, like her.
So you have Ashley, Jennifer Dory, Janet Leo,
Leo.
currently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sarah Choi. Is that
The one from Korea, and because
That's good balance.
Because we did the bikini wrap up, excuse me, and we disrespected Koreans, it's very important we mention her later. So Sarah Cheo, okay?
And I quite like Jasmine Gonzalez.
Oh, she's very good.
Yeah.
And look how many names. There's so many great names. You couldn't do 3. You instantly did 5.
So those girls there, are they considered good?
Because of what I
Ashley
just...
is. I've
just-
never heard that name a few times.
You know they've been disrespected if you're not from America, correct? So the Korean girl, I didn't know about her. So we wanted her name, and she's one of your favorites.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at that later.
Yeah.
How they judge her. Very important. We don't want to see any we don't want to get people get overlooked, correct?
Who's this?
I'm not sure, but the one I'm waiting for you to judge.
She looks like a style of bikini girl from about 5 years ago.
Okay.
No, actually, no.
No, come on now,
I'm
bro.
wrong.
Are you serious
I'm
now?
wrong.
Oh, what a smart. You know what's going to be very interesting for you to judge? Because now all the top girls are actually been there. Other than one. Who do you think that is? And don't let me see your judging.
I don't know their names.
Forget about names. So use your brain now. It's not about names. Use your brain. If it's someone very special and you don't know the name, why would it be special?
Because they're special. Because
And
it's
you
not
are
about
only
name.
and you are only about the special. She's the current Bikini Olympia champion. So she's special and she hasn't come out yet. That's why I
Right.
said that's gonna be special.
Okay.
So you were brilliant, man.
Okay.
Wales, complete lockdown.
When?
Tomorrow.
But I'm leaving tomorrow.
Not to
Wales is okay.
Bro.
Chris, the thing I'm concerned about is not being able to get on a train to go home.
You know what you do, George? If you are, you know what I'm getting. Well,
I need to find out.
no. I think I should do. You done such a good job with prejudging. You have lived best. You done great job, and you take the train home after prejudging, and you enjoy Christmas, bro. Bro, this was your time. The viewers are saying you are crazy epic. We had a great time yesterday. We haven't slept. Now you feel the energy of bodybuilding. We don't sleep, guys. When you see bodybuilding, we don't sleep, and the energy. We don't need sleep, correct?
I'll tell you what, after this finishes, I'm going to look at it.
Okay. But I would want you, because you have such a good time, to take the train home and enjoy Christmas with your family. Because family, if you can, you never would neglect family. And you know how? We had an interview with a guy from Men's Physique from Morocco. In the first, did you see that one? He said family is more important than Olympia. Didn't he say that?
Yeah.
So if you have the right to do this, bro.
And you contacted your mum earlier.
And I contacted my mom earlier.
There you go.
It's a no-brainer. In the middle.
I'll find out the facts first. I'll find out the facts.
Yeah,
before
I know. But if you do, you always
Yeah.
do family, because it's always going to be Olympia next year. Yeah. Here comes the champ. Here comes the champ.
Classic.
Here comes the champ. Here, you can't see me.
Right, what's her name?
Isa Piccini. You don't need to write, I know her name, perfect. Isa Piccini, and what do you see? What do you like, and what can be improved, because this is a big one.
Okay.
Her waist, she's known to have one of the best waists in the world. I'm just giving you some clues what she's known for.
Wow.
Look at the waist.
I can see it. I can see it.
Look at the smile.
She's got the perfect combination of everything we just spoke about.
Yeah.
I thought she'd turn around and maybe not have enough glute.
No, that's not the problem. Yes.
I was looking at the waist, it's small. I was looking at the amount of muscularity, perfect.
Yes.
I was looking at the leg development and the calf development,
Epic.
perfect as well.
Perfect. Perfect
Shoulder
victory.
structure, wide enough to make it look interesting, but not wide enough.
Janet Leo was one of your favorites. Compare
Yeah.
her to Janet Leo now.
I think she's slightly better.
Jennifer Dory and her.
She's the best.
Ashley Coldwasser, this is a big one. Don't be disrespectful now.
I need to see them together.
But right on the
But
first dance.
out of all of them, that's the person. That's the person who's. I've got to be honest.
Let's do it wrap up later, properly. But that's George.
What's her name? Isa.
If you don't know the name by now, you know it by now.
Isa.
Isa Piccini.
Piccini.
You will never forget
Is she
the name.
Italian? Yeah.
And now you need some soap to wash your mouth. She's from Brazil. You never
A
say
mouthwash, it's
Brazil. Remember, you wash your Colgate all over your clothing.
I know, it's all
So she's another one. Remember, I said Brazil. She's another
She's
one.
Brazilian as well.
And she's from Brazil, and she's the queen of bikini.
Brazil.
There you go. Very impressive.
Brazil's a great country, isn't it?
It's a little bit too hot for me to live there. Shout out to Robert Phil, world's best prep coach from Brazil. Oh no, Penaini is not gonna like that. I take that back. There's many great prep coaches from there.
What, tomorrow? So the fact that I've been to work,
You come
That's-
back home, you're alright.
great.
So you can work.
Yes.
Once you're there,
Tonight I stay.
once you're there,
You will enjoy over the top. You're not gonna beat
don't know
me.
your strength, man.
Okay, I won't break the table and things like that. Okay, just pay attention. You can enjoy Christmas now, bro. And you can
forget how big it is.
And you can watch the Olympia.
Enjoy Christmas.
Glorious.
So-
I will begin. I will be.
Hey,
So
you can travel home.
control the home.
When you get there, there's a stay-at-home order.
That doesn't matter. Oh no.
It's the same as
Stay at home.
it's the same as the lockdown. here.
Please, Shane, can you come into the camera and let people know?
No. It's the show.
So
Okay. Okay.
So the old stay-at-home order is you can take your dog for a walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Yes, I've got a dog.
and nothing is more important to a man than his dog. Oh, yeah.
My dog is.
I know. I would imagine.
I got messages saying my dog's sitting at the window waiting for me.
And you can still walk with your dog. You see?
Every night, it sits at the window,
No disrespect,
looking
George.
out, saying, "When's he coming back?"
George, no disrespect. First call out is coming. This is a big one.
Okay.
Bikini, we're back in the game
Let's see if Isa Piccini is still going to win again.
now. Let's see if she can retain the title, go down history.
Let's see if any of the names we just mentioned is in the
Okay,
first
let's
call-out.
put out some names. Who do we want to see? I say one, you say another one. Janet Leo,
Janet Leo, Isa Piccini,
Gonzalez,
Ashley Caswater,
Ashley Coldwasser,
Coldwasser, yeah,
Jennifer Dory, do we
Jennifer
agree?
Dory,
Quick. Jasmine Gonzalez.
yes,
Yes.
Sarah Choi. She's not going to be in the first.
Can you
call-out,
imagine if Sarah Choi makes it? It would be a miracle.
But I'm still going to look out for her.
Can you imagine?
Whichever.
Okay, let's find out. First call out.
She's probably going to be in the middle call-outs.
Let's see.
But we'll see.
Let's see our first call out in this Olympic contest. Lori Chapados, of course, going to make it.
AJ, I thought I wasn't going to be able to say a thing about this, but
What
you've held my hand through this.
Thank you very much. Well, that's all. Okay, who's this?
You've helped.
Janet Leo, Jennifer Dory, Lord Chapados, just as we predicted, coming out. Angelica, we said.
Okay.
Isa, we said. Well, Isa,
Yeah,
we knew, the
yeah.
queen. So right now we got everyone correct. That's Texera. Everyone we said is just not out. Let's see if there's any mistake. Newcomers.
What they need to do is they need to remove the girls from the background.
And they didn't bring the Korean, but you see why, because
That's okay. I understand that. The fact that we knew that she wouldn't
Okay, who do we have?
do it. Okay.
Who do you prefer outside the name? You just say who you like, and I know their name. From the back. I'm sorry.
Slow.
Who do you like from the back?
Furthest right.
Jennifer Dory from the right.
Okay.
George likes. Wow, that's a big one. But Isa Bikini wasn't in the picture, so she wasn't. So it's. They just moved Angelica Texera in the middle,
Okay.
and Isa Bikini, the champion, is
See,
still on the left.
Angelica's more muscular, so are they going for a muscular?
We'll find out
look?
if this is just testing us, teasing us, or if this is real comparisons.
Because they
From the
moved
back.
them. They moved them
Everyone's, who's you got back? Everyone's there now.
furthest right.
Right?
Yeah, is that Jennifer Dory again?
Let me see. They all got black hair, so I'm sorry if we have to see you to turn around. Right now, this is the biggest moment in history, Olympia history. She has to turn away because they all got black hair, so I gotta see who it is first. Who does you have as the best from the behind?
Furthest right.
Let's see when she turns around. And it is, guys.
I'm just thinking Big Mike Cox.
And it's Lori Chapados.
Who's she? Is
The
she good?
girlfriend to 2018 Mr. Olympia winner Sean Roden.
Sean Roden.
So this, guys, is epic.
Sean Roden.
This is going to get epic, bro. Isa Bikini on the left, current champion. What do you think about her? From the
I'd
front.
say-
Let's do from the front.
Backdrop. She's got half of her white backdrop, half of her black backdrop, but I think the judges see it at a slightly different angle, so she should be okay. I'm surprised they've not put her in the middle. Reigning champ's not in the middle.
Could we see something? Okay, let's focus on from the back one more time. Who do you have, George? Who did you have?
Still furthest right.
Lauren Chapados.
Yeah.
From the front then.
The reigning champ.
And she's not even in the backdrop.
No.
That's how good she is.
She's very good. I think she's the best balance of everything we spoke about.
But you like Laurie better from the back.
Yeah.
Interesting.
See, I actually think the camera's slightly to the right of the stage.
Can we remember those names? Because this is going to be an epic wrap-up.
No, there's no way I'll remember the names.
I remember the names. For people at home, Issa, Attila, Jennifer Dory, Ashley Courtwasser, and help me out, guys. God damn, Attila. And I take it, Ashley's not in the first call out. I take this all back. Ashley Courtwasser is not in the first call out. I repeat, Ashley Courtwasser is not in the first call out.
They've actually got two of the most muscular girls in the middle.
Write that down, please.
Look at the shoulders.
We have to remember that. And we like muscle, so this is good.
Yeah.
Who's in the middle? Angelica and Janet Leo. Write that, please. But we have on paper Laurie from the back, in our opinion, and Issa from the front. But you said Jennifer Dory was the most complete, didn't you? You said she had everything.
Yeah. No, like the most complete one is her furthest left. The reigning champion is that.
But when you saw Jennifer Dory from the beginning, you said she was the most complete.
But then I hadn't seen her yet.
There you go.
So Janet Leo and who's the other one who was...
That's a great group. Guys, you
Most
gotta clap.
muscular girl.
That's his
Yeah,
best
well done.
bikini first call I've ever seen.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see the second call out, guys. They're calling out. Shane. No, that's okay. No. Okay. To guide me. You know what I mean? It's for the viewers. But so far it's...
So what's happening now? Are they thinking about another comparison?
I'm not doing Yeah, but I have to move. second call out. They just reviewed the first call out. Now they want to do the second call out, and this is, I would imagine, hard with 50 girls on stage, huh? This is important because it was easier for us to see the quality right away, wasn't it? As you said, the upper echelon.
See, I think there's a broader band of the middle level. So you'll have the top 6, 7, 8, but I think you've got a middle 20.
Ashley Coltwasser, second call out.
She won't be happy with that.
She won't be happy with that, neither am I. Rena, 28. And we want to see Jasmine Gonzalez here, won't we? We don't see her.
Who was that other one in the middle of that first call out?
Ash, oh sorry, yes.
Janet Leo, and who's the other one?
Itila,
That was the
Lori
middle-
Chapados, Isa Piccini.
Okay.
The girl in the blonde is Ashlyn Brown. The girl in the
Okay.
middle is Ashley Coltwasser. Who do you like from the back?
It's pretty equal between those.
it's a tough one. I think they went 1 and 2 in the show this season, and
Okay.
Ashlyn won
Okay.
over Jennifer Dory.
Really?
Really?
And Jennifer Dory's in the first call out.
No, Ashlyn Brown beat
Yeah.
Ashley Coltwasser.
Right.
That's the only loss Ashley has this season. And this is important one from the front. Who you have?
Red Bikini.
So you got Ashley winning now.
I'd
From
have
front.
her. Yeah, I'd have her winning that.
This is so hard. You gotta be really mentally awake to judge Bikini, correct?
You've got to look closer.
Really?
There's nothing obvious. Like Sean Clarida, you can go, yeah, huge.
That's not.
It's like obvious. This is less obvious.
Can you believe when you woke up today, you saw Sean Clarida won? You didn't even.
I found out when I got home. I went, what? What? I went, oh, come on.
A midget won and we didn't even see it.
I'll tell you what,
No.
I'm really pleased for him.
Me too. And I just want to say, as a big man, I always believed that midget shouldn't win bodybuilding show because they're midgets and I'm a big man.
You mean small people.
Whatever. But yesterday we saw a midget, Sean Clarida,
small
the
person.
true giant killer of bodybuilding, and we didn't even see it.
Are you hoping to ever get an interview with him?
Yes, he's my friend and he will take it in a good way.
Really? Okay. Fair.
I'm meaning, I was so happy to see him win yesterday. When I saw the picture of him, and we love Kamal.
Now, there's a friend of mine, Ben, who actually asked a question the other day. He sent me a picture of him and
I couldn't. Yeah, let me hear what he said.
he was helping Jose Raymond in Japan because he speaks fluent Japanese, so he's showing them around and he was taking them to restaurants. And Sean Clarida, he says, was the coolest guy that he met. And he says, Jose Raymond says, look, Sean Clarida, he's going to be the future. That was 2 years ago in Japan.
A personal story about that. You know what happened in 2018 when I used to have a show in this studio? Even though the studio
yeah.
was way more improved, look at what it's now. So we've been on the rise. Is that I bought with my own money, and remember when I did this show, I didn't get paid for it. I used my own money to be here. Remember? I
Yeah, I
traveled
remember that.
all the way here to do this for free because I loved it. And now
Okay.
we're sitting here commentating for Olympia. But anyway, I came here. I built a statue of Sean Clarida and I said, you're my most improved bodybuilder of the year. No one told me to do that. I did it with my own money and my own goodwill and gave it to him. But since he was such a short man, I didn't keep up touch with his social media because he's such a short man. But I still have the decency to know that he was the best improved bodybuilder. So I wanted to give him that. And when I saw him on that picture when I woke up today, standing there, we're praying to God with the victory, and we didn't even see it.
No.
And we love Kamal, and you know I'm in love with Derek.
You know, we really
Beautiful
like
moment.
Nick Walker. Nick Walker is always speaking about Sean Clarida as being as strong as him.
Exactly. And we like strong men no matter if they're
I'll
a
tell you
midget.
what, Nick Walker has got a lot of clout just now. He is very popular.
But you're a Nick Walker fan, sister. Walker Nation, isn't it?
I'll tell you what, I like to notice them. Like I remember early days, I noticed Luke.
Oh, rest in peace, Luke.
Rest in peace, man. He used to post in MD forum.
I remember that one time he replied to you?
He used to go the name Gun City, and he says, "Why have I got the name Gun City? It's really not."
He's like,
And Ron went, "We'll change it," and it got changed to Luke Sando IFBB Pro.
wow.
But his very early progress shots from the gym, he posted on MD forum, and Peter McGough.
May he get cancer. I hope he's one of the people.
We need him healthy. We need Peter healthy.
Is there another journalist of that level from the UK? A black man, you know, isn't it? At that level? There's two guys from the UK, isn't it?
Well, Rick Wayne was...
That's the one I'm talking about.
Rick Wayne was Flex Magazine, 1970s, early 80s. He runs a newspaper in St. Lucia. He's got a great life.
So Peter McGough, tell us quick what he means to you.
If I was to choose one person to have one conversation about bodybuilding,
It would be him, I
it'd be
agree.
him. He'd be my number one
He
person.
knows everything.
And he's got a great eye, great heart, knows everything about
He
bodybuilding.
sure does.
Uh,
What's his wife's name again? For people who don't
Anne.
know. Great woman,
and
isn't
I
she?
tell you what, it's a love story.
I know. Tell it.
Well, they've been together all throughout their life, really, like their life in bodybuilding, and Anne helped him in the early magazine days of Pumping Press.
Yes.
And there's some great pictures of them together working on it. And I'm a friend of Anne on Facebook and a friend of Peter on Facebook now. When I was getting ready for a contest 2 years ago, I'm a nobody, I'm just like an average bodybuilder. Peter McGough, he...
Don't say you're average. You're 56.
No, but-
I've seen the condition you
See
got
what-
in last year. You're no average.
You're talking about somebody who's seen the best
So,
bodybuilders in
Alex.
the world. And Peter, he spent time, he gave me messages here, messages there, compliments here, and it really helped. Jose did the same.
Jose
Raymond, definitely. Flex Lewis gave me a few little things as well. There's some the top guys, the guys at the real top, they spend the time.
And that's why Flex Lewis, I remember him as a little kid all the way. No one knew who he was. I remember some people say he but nothing. When I saw him, I grew up with Ronnie Coleman and Lou Ferrigno, and he got this little Flex Lewis. To what? From that little boy to what he's now one of the most popular, respected men in the bodybuilding history. From a little midget, again a little midget, to the icon. How much respect is that you gotta give to Flex Lewis?
See, I think
It saddens me he's not doing it at the Olympia.
he'd have done serious damage yesterday.
Do you think we will see him in 2021?
Yeah, 100%.
Do you think we will see him
And he
next
could win
year?
it. You could,
Hey, come on now.
I actually think the Olympia now, I've got a feeling, we're not going to have 8 in a row. We're not going to have 6 in a row.
If Big Ramy
You know-
wins, and it's a masked era, will Flex Lewis take out the Big Ramy?
But it's not a it's not a mass era.
No, let's see, find out
It's
today.
a good bodybuilding. It's like if you're a good bodybuilder, you should win.
And now we got caught up because okay guys, this is why he loves bodybuilding as much as me. We just have a different style. It's not wrong or right, but now we've been disrespecting Bikini again because we talked about bodybuilding too long.
I'll tell you what, I'm sure they understand.
Sorry guys, but we get emotional. This is a
I'll tell
big
you
thing
what,
for us.
Peter,
Yes.
I'll tell you what.
Get well,
You
huh?
can interrupt anything for Peter. And Anne.
Very true. So sorry ladies. You're the third call out. If you won the first one, we would have did it, correct? I'm just just playing stop cut. Can we edit?
See, if that's a third call out, that is just...
I mean, okay,
fantastic.
the girl on the right is from Italy, Flavia. It's one of my favorites.
9, Cynthia.
Let's see.
29, Gabrielle. 30, Takaya.
See, the thing is, if it's a big lineup,
We just got sidetracked talking about Pete McGough for 5 minutes. We completely ruined the whole thing. But anyway.
he's partly Scottish, you know.
Okay.
27,
Oh, here comes Nora out of the blue. I didn't pay attention. My friend just came up. Bro, if this is not a sign, I don't know what is. Nora, Mo. Now she's on TV. Okay, can you pay
No,
attention to Nora
okay,
and tell me what she needs to improve on?
Before we do that, you know the classes that men's open, you had 16. I think you could have about 20. Shouldn't we have 20 people in the bikini?
That's what they said leading up. They want to cut the class down so you can pay more attention to the girls and give them all time because this is too much, it's too long, so you start losing focus. That's why we went into, you know what I mean? So here we have the recipe for what we gonna need to do next year.
Maybe 25. You could go up to 25.
25. Judge for me Nora, all the way on the right. What do you
Okay.
like, what does she need to improve on? And she's standing by another girl we like, Jasmine, that was one of our favorites.
She needs... Okay, she's got everything there, but needs a little bit more of it.
Okay.
Just a little
I
bit
like
more everywhere. And that's doable. It's because she's tall, it needs, just like a male bodybuilder, it needs filling out.
And this girl standing beside her, Jasmine, is one of the girls we said we like should
Yeah.
be the first call out.
Yeah, because the waist size, but I think the waist size,
So why are these all the way in the third call out then?
maybe
If they're
they
that
don't,
good.
maybe it's too exaggerated. Maybe they don't like it as exaggerated as that.
That's the girl I had the tour with Brandon Curry, the Spanish one. She's a very good woman. Christina.
red on the left, yeah?
Yeah, her boyfriend is a prep coach. He's a very good man and she's
Yeah.
a very good woman. She competed here. She qualified last year. This is her
Great.
dream.
She's great.
This is good. Who do you like from the back?
For the strike, but it's maybe that position there.
Nora, what do you mean?
Do you think the camera's slightly to the right in the viewpoint here?
I don't know, to be honest. I have no idea.
You think it's slightly to the right, yeah?
And we got a nerd in the background saying, yeah.
See?
We discover a lot on this. And George, can you imagine?
Right, believe it or not, I've got a degree in fine art. Fine art degree.
Can you imagine when
My eye can see things.
Could you imagine when we get Bumstead and Breon on TV and you're sitting there
I've seen-
commentating?
Right, we missed that, didn't we?
No, it's coming.
No, it's not. It's
What?
already been.
God, are you serious?
You know, you were speaking to me outside. It was going on while we were speaking. I thought, no, it's important to have this conversation.
It is.
It was actually going on when you were still in your hotel.
Well, then. Yeah, but for
I've seen the
guys,
pictures.
but you know what? Okay, you see the pictures. I'm sorry, ladies. You seen the pictures. Give me your breakdown. Beyond. This is a
I've
big
only
one.
seen.
Let me
I've
do it
only-
on my Instagram for my people.
I only know Breon looks amazing,
Can-
and I know Bumstead looks amazing. They're top two, but Bumstead's going to win again. He looks like classic physique.
Hey, remember, most of my people, we want Breon to win. So calm down now.
Well, if you won, I'd be quite happy.
I know.
But Bumstead, see, I think.
For my camera.
Okay,
One second.
Right.
Guys, Breon Bumstead, your opinion, let's go.
right, Breon. When I looked at him, I thought he would make a phenomenal open bodybuilder because he's got the proportions that work perfectly for. He wouldn't even need that much muscle. Even as he is, I think he'd do really well in the 212. But Bumstead, I think, represents what classic bodybuilding is. He's got the structure, the width, the angles to his body. To me, Bumstead, even though he lacks he was a lot weaker on his back compared to Breon last year, but I think he's improved that, so he's still losing the pose.
That's what he said in the press conference. He's improved.
Not by, but he's not losing it by his bigger margin. His front lat spread, amazing.
He said in the press conference,
Did he?
remember? He took his hand up.
I've not seen the press
He
conference.
said they were searching for the standard.
Okay.
Last year, I was not my best, but I was still good enough. But now that they know the standard, I'm young, and I'm gonna keep on improving. So now the standard, that's me. I believe I'm the standard. And Logan Franklin or something could be. How did Logan Franklin look?
Right, I've not seen him, but is Logan Franklin the person who joined that breakaway federation? Thompson?
No.
Who was it? There was definitely somebody called Logan who
Logan
joined.
Franklin would never do anything with Lee
I'll tell you
Thompson.
what, we need to find that because I
What
don't
about-
want. I don't want to diss him if it's not true.
What about Wesley Wissers?
You look his best yet, but
Oh, interesting. What about Wesley? I didn't see
I
it.
saw him standing relaxed. And when I see
This is for the win. This is for the bikini win.
Okay.
Should we give
Right.
him respect?
Okay. Give him respect.
For the win. for the win. Angelica and Janet Leo. Oh, not this week, Jennifer. Janet Leo, Angelica's in the middle. Jennifer Doris on the left. And Tilly on the right.
The reigning champ, they're not.
The reigning champ is all the way to the left.
That's
And
no good for her.
Laura Chapada, so we said, look, the best is on the right. Who do you have? From the back.
I like the two at both ends.
Isa Bikini and
But I think
Laura Chapados.
I think they're maybe looking for a slightly different standard. I think they're looking for a slightly more muscular standard.
And we love muscle. So can we complain about muscle? This is so hard, guys.
Who's that? That second from the right.
Janet Leo.
I like her.
Okay. Jennifer Doris in the middle and Angelica's moved to the left.
She could win it.
Jennifer Doris can win it.
She's in the middle. She's in the middle.
Caught in the middle.
I think she's more rounded. I think she's better there. I think she's more rounded in the glute area.
And he's paying Soldier Boy. That's my favorite rapper.
Who does Big Mike Cox like?
That's me, Soldier Boy. I'm Soldier Boy,
I know
my
you are.
favorite rapper.
But Big Mike Cox, he likes this, doesn't he? He says he doesn't.
I don't know who he likes right now because he just played Soldier Boy and they played Backstreet Boys during the women's bodybuilding.
I think that's Jake Wood. That's Jake Wood for you. Jake Wood went to the sound man and says, "You've got to play this. This is my cassette." I don't think they do.
Okay, let's pay respect to the ladies. It's not about me.
Yeah. They've changed the middle. They've changed the girls in the middle to more regular looking.
They played Soldier Boy, bro.
I don't even know what that is.
No, but if you knew, that's my favorite rapper. No one else likes him than me in the whole world. He's not liked. It's only me that likes
You know
him.
what he's doing now? You know when you can pay somebody £10.
Okay, let's pay attention.
That's
What
what
is
he's doing.
Sean? Is someone saying anything?
So I'm
It's-
gonna pay him to send you a message.
Okay, let's pay attention now. From the back. This is for the win.
You
Come
know
on.
what I'm talking about, don't you?
Who do you have for the win? Attila is in the middle with Janet Leo. Who do you prefer in the middle? Janet Leo or
Janet
Attila?
Leo.
Okay. Is this the most competitive class so far? This,
Jennifer Dory in the right, yeah? Is that
yeah.
her? What?
Lana, Janet Leo, and then you have.
I like Janet Leo there, but going by the judging, they've got Janet Leo second or third.
Who do the judges have according to you? How they're judging?
It's a toss-up between the two girls on the left.
Angelica Teixeira, she won. She won before Isa Bikini.
I think the judges have got. I think they had her first, but they might have the girl next to her. What's her name?
Janet Leo and Attila.
Second from the left. Is that Attila?
Attila in the middle.
They might have her. Janet Leo is actually. Wow.
And I noticed that the judge is going on forever. Does that mean that they're uncertain or not uncertain?
I'll tell you what, Attila,
Attila?
she's better from the back.
Wow. Has Attila moved into the win?
She could have.
Oh shit!
Sorry, did my voice just go? She could have.
You're returning into soft
I've
boys.
reached my teenage years. Oh, hello, Mum. Hiya.
Hello, for the people who know
Can you
me.
remember when your voice broke?
Bro, my voice is. I've been talking like this for 12 days without sleeping.
I was 11,
Let's pay attention.
if you know what I mean.
This is for the win. Who do you like? Pick one. Only one.
Attila.
Okay,
That's my favourite.
Yeah, okay.
Or Jennifer Dory, but
You can only pick one.
Attila.
Well, that was.
Attila's a great name.
That was that, bro. You see now why
Tell
Bikini.
you what, I've just watched Men's Physique and Bikini,
And you enjoyed it.
and I'm still speaking about it, and I've enjoyed it. And I've got to do it again tonight.
Hey, now you just ruined the whole thing. The way you said, hey. What did you just say now? You just called yourself out there.
But we will
You
also
can't say
see
that after
classic. We will see Bumstead show his dominance.
That's like saying to a woman, you look beautiful, but you look more beautiful yesterday. You can't follow it up with that comment. Well, you're a pimp play OG.
can't.
Why would you say it like
I'm
that?
British.
Okay.
British are like that.
Sean, why would he say such a dumb thing? And diss them right after. It's just George. You had so much street cred
He knows
there.
my sense of humour already.
It's a British thing, correct?
Yeah.
We're gonna do a proper wrap up later. Okay? So Bob, Sean, what's the next division, Sean?
I think that's it.
Let's hear what he says.
It's wheelchair. I think it's wheelchair.
Oh, I can't wait to Harold King
Yeah.
Kong Kelly. You know, King Kong.
I remember
King Kong.
At Body Power in the UK, they had a wheelchair division and it was great.
Are we finished now? He said he's over, don't we? Because we don't want to stream it forever. Let's put it out.
I think there's definitely a wheelchair.
Oh, the
division.
listen. Wheelchair is one of the most. No, because everything is inspiring. So you know what I mean. I can't say they're the most inspiring because I believe every class. So it's really wrong. Just not just because you're in a wheelchair, but in a wheelchair is inspiring. But it's not like everything is inspiring. So
Right.
So it's wrong to say they're more inspiring because they're in the wheelchair. Because I think that's almost like you know what I mean. Like you've been whatever. So. Harold Kelly, is there another man than Harold Kelly that can beat Harold Kelly? You know King Kong, Michael Kelly.
I can't remember.
There's a white guy who's bald. I don't remember his name, and to be honest,
Is he the guy that wins?
Harold Kelly is the black man that does the front lat
I'll
in
tell
the
you
chair.
what, let's watch it when we see. I think it's yet to come, but I think there's going to be a break.
Yeah.
But yesterday there was a break and we went home and we
Bro.
missed it 212.
So there's my brother who's saying Rami deserves to win.
Who's that?
Wait, let me do it.
With me?
What?
Find out, please.
Yeah. Thank you. So my brother he says Rami. This is some feedback from people.
Okay.
Rami deserves to win after prejudging. He looks the best, conditioning
I'm
and
okay with
full
that.
and most muscular. He's got the best abs. Akeem looks really good. Give us your feedback on those comments.
I've had a lot of friends send me messages. Two people that I really know. One is called Mike Divins, ex-training partner of mine, lives in Australia, head judge in the SFBB. He thinks Rami. And I
And
respect.
for the future, in this, remember when you say that, you cut out that part where you judges because it's politics thing. We only report the pro league. So next time,
No, I'm just saying that because he's got an experience as being a head judge, and I think he's still a head judge in Australia.
And what did he say? I'm sorry for interrupting
He
you.
had, I think he had. I'll get his message. I think he had Rami followed by.
Open it. We'll take the time
Yeah.
for it because now there's a break.
Yeah, I'll do it.
What a show we had yesterday, guys. Rami, guys, some people, remember I asked I did the first roll tour Brandon, and I said, Brandon, remember I said, you're so shredded? I said, aren't you afraid if Rami comes at 90%, he's got too much size? And Brandon says, no, I'm not worried about it because I'm so shredded. If Rami is 90%, couldn't that beat anyone? If they're too small?
People always say stuff, but the thing is, what counts is what you see.
Okay,
And okay,
let's see what he says.
So he says, my call is first place Rami, second Phil, third Brandon.
Say it one more time.
Brandon is just huge.
I didn't get it. Could you say it one more time?
Okay, first Rami, second Phil, third Brandon. Rami is just huge and much wider than Phil. Brandon looks a bit small, hard to tell condition from the video.
I
Now,
couldn't see from the video. I agree.
I actually had, I can't remember who it was, but somebody who was there did a post and they said that Brandon looks the sharpest out of those three.
What?
Brandon-
Say one more time. I didn't get it.
Brandon looks the sharpest out of those three. Now, Brandon, normally Phil, when Phil was looking at Brandon's hamstrings,
Why did he? Oh, yeah, make
he
it
did
snappy.
that because, well, Phil, you shouldn't have done that because.
Why?
Because how would he have felt if Brandon did this to his abs?
Oh, don't be disrespectful on TV now.
But I'm not.
I know.
What I'm saying is, and Brandon was cool with it.
What did
But
Sean
you shouldn't
Roden,
do that.
what
I
did-
don't think you should do that.
What did Sean Roden do in 2018 when he won to Phil?
What didn't he do?
So what did he do? Final call out. What did Sean Roden do to Phil there? He looked at his abs.
He did.
Go on with your story, please.
So he said that he shouldn't have done that because Brandon's hamstring detail looks much better this year. So all that did was show that Brandon had improved an area that was previously really weak.
So this
So it
one-
wasn't such a good thing to do.
This, guys, is why I invited George on, because George, we have both our, what can I say, assets, and my enthusiasm can sometimes, I can talk too much, guys, I'm sorry, but I get so into it, you know? But you are so wise. So here is that, this episode, I'm trying to be contained, I'm sorry for sometimes going, but we're watching I just heard Backstreet Boys
There you go.
during women's bodybuilding, and yesterday, you remember when I cried?
Yeah.
I cried on TV because I was so proud the girls were back, and now I just heard Soulja Boy. It's my favorite, and people who know me know that Soulja Boy is not a popular rapper.
Yeah, he used to be, but he's not now.
But I never forget the people I love, and when I was a kid, my favorite movies was Backstreet Boys and Soulja Boy.
How long ago was Soulja Boy?
And I was probably like 19 or something. So the people I love, I never put my. If I love something, I'm never betraying someone I love. So when you love something when they're young, even though you grow up, you still listen to them. So Brandon Curry right now, he has made improvements.
The improvements is in the areas that you can't see in the stream. The stream's good.
That was. What do you mean by that?
I think the stream's good, but the distance that we see the comparisons at, when you see all 6 of them, you can't really see right in on the detail of that hamstring. You can't see.
This is.
Now, that person I read his message, Mike Divins, training partner for over 3 years. What we used to do, there was a big cafe area.
Don't break it. I'm just gonna say, people are waiting. We have men's physique, Bikini Olympia, a wheelchair fight. Will you say this is right? Are we now waiting for just some people? And then you go back to that thought. You remember your thought?
We'll do it. I know
Yeah.
it.
So go back to that. Is that the right timing? Because we're just sitting and waiting.
Olympia, wheelchair Olympia finals.
So that's.
So that's going to be. I'm assuming there's a break, and then it's going to be that because that's this morning.
Well, we don't know. Shouldn't there be something? Okay. Anyway, so
So the time of magazines.
go back to it. Sorry.
Magazines was our only way of getting the information, and to get the information about who won a bodybuilding show took 2-3 months. Well, anyway, what we used to do is we used to train, and then we used to go to the cafe, and one of us would have a magazine in a bag, and we'll go, right, okay. We used to do, turn to a random page, get a bodybuilder, cover up their head and say, who is it? And I got them right every time. Wow. Gunnar Rospo. I remember he was one of them.
Gunnar Rosper for people.
Gunnar Rospo.
For people
Was he
in
Norwegian?
He's one of the greatest bodybuilder of its time. He's a
He's huge.
Norwegian man, and he was one of the few mass monsters we have in Norway. Gunnar Rosper. He's a big legend in Norway.
Yeah.
And it's a man we respect
Thank you.
very much. But this is also a man that didn't fulfill his true potential because of some personal demons.
Yeah, he had a reputation for being rather boisterous,
But it's never led to change.
which is not that unusual.
But you gotta make a choice when to do it. Guys, make that change. Anyway, now we deserve the late. God, bro, this is pretty. Do you feel it? You feel it, don't
I've
you?
got the butterflies again.
Yeah, me too. Didn't you just what we said before we walked in? You
Yeah.
feel it, don't you?
Yeah.
Did I tell you about God? Are you starting?
No,
No.
no, I'm not going there.
Anyway, let's go into the bikini epic wrap-up for the ladies who's waiting.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it live.
Okay.
And then we're probably gonna have wheelchairs. So this is actually perfect timing. Wait, let me go live. Oh, whoa. We got a message from. First, before we do that, one of the best women, guys, one of the best women I've ever met in my life. That's Brandon Curry's wife, Brandy Believer. Guys, Brandon, he needs to go to Kuwait, not because he can't train. He has some type of whatever, that's personal, but he's a man who can't sit still. So when you are trying to win an Olympia and you have 7 kids, and Brandon has said, I call Brandon, at least when he was in Kuwait, I used to call Brandon every day and speak about, you know, the American elections. We don't go into whatever, what our personal, what our beliefs on it, but we were talking every about the elections. When the Olympia went down, he was like, bro, have you seen this? I said, bro, you got an Olympia to win, bro. He's like, you know, I have things to do. He was up, and I found out he had to do it because he has such a big heart. So if you ask Brandon, do you see he sponsored my female bodybuilding channel? Because he couldn't see the ladies not getting respect. He just, bro, come on, bro. I pay for your Olympia coverage. Did you see the return of female bodybuilding, how beautiful it was?
I'll tell you what, nobody's going to be complaining that they're back. So why did they ever leave?
So Brandon Curry is a guy who wants it. He does everything to please people. So with so many people, kids, do you have kids?
I've got one child, yeah.
Imagine if you had, say, 5. And they're all playing sports, and they're all running around. Would you be able to sit still? 'Cause if you want to, if you have that, you always have to help. If you have that, you know what I mean?
See, the thing is, a lot of people say they understand why he's got to get away.
So could you?
Nobody looks down on them that he goes to create. They actually think he's actually helping his family.
There you go. So what people say, it's because he wants to take care of his kids so much, but you cannot win the best trophy in the world by doing, you have to rest and eat, sleep, you know.
Winning the Olympia will help his family so much.
But he loves his kid so much that he can't sit still. He wants to help out.
But
so Brandy,
she is a superwoman.
she does everything. Do you know how special woman that is?
I even remember when many years ago, when
wow, what a woman!
When Brandon wasn't doing so well, she really stood his corner.
And the same thing.
What a loyal person.
Before I show you the picture,
yeah,
this is a story with Phil Heath and Cherie. Have you guys probably seen on Instagram? You know, with Cherie and Phil, they're like this. And they're gone so, it's like only them, you know what I mean? And Cherie, she was ill. She had something in her chest. Her whole body got rotten, bro.
I think it was.
Phil can get any woman he wants. He never leaves her in the same way. They're like Bonnie and Clyde, bro. They're different, because I know them both. I speak to both. They're different, but they have their own style. And it's not right, us fans, to tell which style we like. It's
right. I want you to say to the audience, you spent a lot of time with Phil.
In our tour, yeah.
So sometimes people get the wrong impression of Phil, but you've spent a lot of time with him. And I said to somebody, he says, look, AJ spent a lot of time with Phil, and he really, really, really likes him, and
his wife.
And that's good enough for me. So what did you see in your time with him?
When what?
When you're with Phil. What was it that makes you think?
Should we go straight into hold that thought? But the wheelchair. Yeah. It's another division. That is very important. This is probably very important. People want to hear, but we gotta give respect to the wheelchair.
He's stolen your tie, AJ.
What's he saying? Did he say he's always chilling?
You're always chilling. Oh, come on, Bob.
Tush.
It's an honor because people are wondering, like, how is wheelchair bodybuilding actually judged? It's just like regular bodybuilding, except from the waist up. But a little twist, because a lot of you guys wondering what happened, why are they in a wheelchair? And I'm going to tell you, because a lot of things come in variables when they train. Because, for example, I was in a car accident and I got hit in the back. My injury is a T12.
So right now we have a person, he's usually coming out on Arnold Classic and Olympia stage, and he's the wheelchair, is he the ambassador, Sean? Because I see him often.
I think he's explaining how the judging is done.
Correct.
Now, do they have the back of the chair a bit lower down so they can see the back more?
What did you say? I couldn't understand.
Is this a special chair for the bodybuilding stage? Because I'd imagine in regular life you got your back supported, but that would hide the back. So
I don't know. I have no idea. Sean, do you understand that?
Looking at it, I think the back of the chair is lower down.
Yeah, I think we get rid of the back chair.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we wait till they come out? Then? Should we wait till they come out? So back to the Phil. You can wait till they come out. So with Phil, You talk about Phil.
So what is it that made you respect him so much? Because you've, since that time you spent with him, he's been so high up in your mind.
So Phil Heath is a man. He has won 7 Mr. Olympia titles in a row. In the world's most prestigious event, if you win one Sandow, you go down in history as the best man of all time. He's won it 7 times in a row. Kai Green, in my opinion, is one of the greatest bodybuilders that's ever lived. Kai Green beat Phil Heath in Arnold Classic, and in my opinion, was it right? I don't know, 2009, I would say, 2010, I'm not sure.
Well, that was early Phil. Here we go.
Phil Heath then, should I talk about it while you're watching, or should I stop there, Sean? Go on to the wheelchair, okay.
I think they're waiting for his music. Well, he's very well developed.
I love the hair, by the way. We have our first wheelchair.
He's not happy with his sign person.
What do you mean?
Victory pose.
He's posing to Lionel Richie here, guys. We're in the wheel. Oh, wow. Beautiful victory. Oh, come on. Look at the hair. Yeah.
Notice how he twisted round a bit.
So we have our first
Lou Ferrigno style. Show them this side of the audience, show them that.
Did we get her name? So we have our first wheelchair performer, and George, take us through the poses.
Right, okay, so he is very well developed, shoulders, chest,
Front double.
arms are balanced, bicep, tricep.
Most muscular there. Victory pose.
Midsection, I'd imagine midsection is probably a hard body part.
When you can't do cardio,
Yeah.
you can't. Yeah. So how do you do cardio when you're in a wheelchair? Is it a lot? What would you do?
Well, I'd imagine you just travel about in your wheelchair.
Okay.
I'd imagine.
Okay.
But it's all going to be arm power. Let's see. On the side.
My endless love. It's a beautiful
That's
song.
good. That's a good pose, that.
Most muscular was
That was
good.
a Larry Scott style single bicep.
First ever Olympic champion is who?
Larry Scott.
There you go.
I think it was 1964, was it?
65?
65?
Let me check that out.
The year after I was born.
Don't tell that. You're ruining all your pimp game.
I
now.
don't
You're
care.
much-
I'm not interested.
Let's check that. I believe it's 65, but you may. But let's get this right.
I think he won twice, then it was Sergio Oliva.
He won twice.
I think so.
I know so, because I made.
And he got a crown.
He won twice. I made a movie about.
I'm going to continue speaking about this guy, right? Delts are really good. Upper back, not as developed as his delts and arms.
Yes, I was correct.
Trapezius good.
65.
yeah.
But you're also correct, and also in 66. So we both were correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lat spread. How is his lat spread?
It's a good lat spread. His lat spread's better than his back fold bicep.
Great. He impressed me.
He doesn't look happy,
So-
does he?
Why not?
I think he's
The music.
the
was,
music person.
What did he do? What do you think happened?
They didn't play his music when he came on, but what he needed to do is just go with it and just say, okay, you're fine. Having a go at the side person as you go off the stage.
As a person who's competed a lot, do you think you should show your anger on stage? Or should you wait
No,
that
never.
later? Okay. So we just saw Adelfo Serame. Now Anand Arnold from India is coming onto the stage. Rolling into the stage,
Okay.
as we say.
He's leaner,
From India.
he's pretty shredded. Not as developed as the previous person, but definitely a lot leaner.
What's that song he's posing to? I don't know that what music.
that?
What is it?
Ramjam.
What?
I'm John.
Ramjam.
Ramjan?
I really don't like. I definitely recognise it, but
Black Mary.
Black Mary.
It's called right.
Can't even say it. Do you hear it? Say it.
The band's called Ramjam.
Ram Jam. And what do we see? Side try, side chest. What do we see?
his presentation is not as good as the previous person, but his condition is spectacular. Look at his serratus and abs. Really good. Right, his back's good as well. I can tell. His back is definitely.
Oh, look, his back now.
Look at that. Shows you how much condition counts.
Double butt. It's my favorite shot. What's your favorite shot? Only choose one. You can only choose one. I know it's hard. You can only choose one.
My favourite shot when I watch other people is front double biceps.
Mine too.
But for
Monique
me,
Jones.
I'm not good at that, so it's side chest. Side chest is an archetype pose.
What do we see? What do we see? The person on stage. Arnold Anon.
I see he's got himself looking absolute razor sharp. So respect to him, because to get into that condition,
I don't know. I can only imagine in a wheelchair.
unless you're genetic superior, to get to that level of condition, you've got to get to the level of condition that people in the gym go, you're ready.
Let's keep on going.
Don't lose any more. That's a sign that you've got to go, I've got another month left.
Yeah, there you go.
I've got to get horrible.
Please.
And he's got there. He's done it.
Oh, yeah.
Respect to him.
I'm getting turned on by your commentary, bro. And now, next up is Anthony Kodrawi, and he is from a country that usually always loses to Norway, and that is Sweden. Yeah, when you get a Swedish guy here, then you can diss Norway. But until then, I got the upper advantage.
What's the biggest population, Sweden or Norway?
Sweden.
Sweden.
Well, Sweden usually come to Norway to work as in a bartender and.
Is there any top Norwegian musical groups?
Nico and Wins. When did they come?
He's posing to.
Okay. This is Anthony Kodrawi from Sweden.
Right, he's posing to. Oh, what's his name?
No.
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash Hurt.
And what do
Nine
we?
Inch Nails song, one of the best songs ever for somebody reaching the end of their life.
What do you see?
He's not to the same development as the previous two guys.
I would agree.
Got a good structure, lat spread is very good. And I love the fact he's chosen music that nobody else would choose.
How do you choose your posing song before?
It's got to mean something to you.
Okay.
But I actually think some of these top guys should look at 1980s, 1990s videos, watch Lee Labrada, watch Bob Paris, watch Mohammed Makaway,
Ed Corney.
and just go, I'll steal the music and I'm going to do a routine that's similar to theirs because they were just miles ahead.
Who do you like in classic, other than the regular name, with routines?
Oh, what's his name?
Terrence Ruffin.
Terrence Ruffin, it's him.
Danny Ewan.
I'm not aware of.
Okay, you watch tonight. Oh, we're gonna be watching the.
I'll tell you who's a good poser. Is it Mike Watson? Zane Watson.
Zane
Mike
Watson.
Watson was his dad.
Rest in peace. I
Yeah.
think he lost his dad.
He was a great middleweight contender.
When Zane Watson
Shredded.
enters the stage, he always steals the show, correct?
His posing is just
Second to none.
captivates you.
Cut above the rest.
And who's that guy who quite short arms, classic, sometimes 212.
Keon Pearson.
No, he likes beach party type vibe. He's got good hair.
Oh, he's got good hair.
You
I should
know.
know. 212, sometimes classics.
He only gets top 5 or 6 or something. He's a very good poser. When it comes to me, I'll let you know.
Black, white.
White guy. Looks kind of slightly Italian looking, but he's probably not.
I'm very disappointed. I don't know because I think you give him a bag.
I'll
That's
tell you
because
what,
I would know
I
it.
need to know his name.
Yeah, I think so.
Tell you what, I show my age now.
Okay, here comes. Here comes. Gabriella Andrui from Italy. But one thing though,
Now,
if the
looking at him,
one
I
thing,
think-
George, I'm
Sorry.
saying the names off the list, so I hope the list is correct.
Okay.
Because we don't want to disrespect
right,
the people.
he's number 4. Maybe that. Is there numbers there?
No.
Okay.
Gabriel Andrui. What do you see?
Right, looking at him, his development is from his mid torso upwards. So I think his injury is maybe a little bit higher up in his spine. Just looking at that, so it must be much harder for him to get the development that he needs. Let's see his back. See, this is my kind of music, AC/DC.
The only rock music I like is when it's wrestling. You know, time to play the game and how you play it. Motorhead.
That's Motorhead. I listen to that all the time.
You know when you go with Motorhead in the gym and you see the dumbbells.
I almost spit up in the air when I'm in the
You know
gym.
when Batista comes up, you know, I like that rock, but only because I've heard it in wrestling.
Do you know Triple H? He did a speech at Lemmy's funeral.
Did he?
Beautiful speech.
What did he say?
It was just nothing. He told some funny stories about how he went to see Lemmy backstage at a concert, and he opened the door of his changing room, and there was Lemmy with a towel on his head like that, and it was a room full of girls, like women.
We don't like
Do you
women,
want to
do
come
we?
in? He says, no, I can't come in, I can't come in. He says, nice to see you, and he closed the door, and that was Lemmy.
Wow.
With a big towel on his head.
And guys, here comes the moment you all been waiting for. Can he defend his title for the 100th time in a row? And the list is wrong because this is not King Kong Kelly. So the list is not right. This, I'm not sure who it is now because I don't know what's going on. So maybe the Swedish guy wasn't the one we said. But walk us through how he looks.
See, I'm liking that pose.
Oh, that was a nice
I'm liking
intense.
that bent over.
I have to say, if he posts a little weight, it would display his body a little better. Would you
I
agree?
think he's better in the middle. He doesn't need to be next to that white.
What's he
bastard.
doing now?
Oh, he's.
Yeah, but you...
That's a little bit like when you go like that with your leg and you shake it, like you know the.
Yeah. But okay, talk us conditioning. What do we see? Must, because the other guys had a little bit... What do you see?
Could be slightly better conditioned, but it's got.
Because when you do
pretty
this,
good
bro,
development.
when you do this,
You need to be- you need
You
to
set the
train.
standard high. Because Jay Cutler, when he slaps it, if
Yeah.
you do it here and you're in a wheelchair, I would imagine do a lot of upper body.
See, I've got to judge this like anybody. I'm not going
And I
to
know
judge
you're
it
not
different.
Correct.
So-
I don't know. Walk us through it. Conditioning compared to the other people we've seen in the wheelchair.
Like he could lose a little bit more, I think.
One thing I noticed in wheelchair, you can be in a wheelchair and have very different type of medical problems.
Yeah,
Because
I was one of the guys that I thought.
so we don't
if
know
it's
his
true.
medical problems, you know
No,
what I mean?
no.
Yeah, so sorry if we offend you.
Yeah.
Can you say that? What you were about to say something?
See, like I'm just wondering because there's different places in the spine that you can get the injury. Maybe there's a different type of problem you can get depending on what point of the spine you get injured.
And George, I have to say, I just smiled because, wow, this is really cool. Huh? You feel, because I can feel how good I felt back in the day is how good you feel right now, correct?
Yeah, it's
And
cool.
it's real life, guys, so it's very nice. When you see something, as I said, celebrate things while you're here. Don't wait to
Can I
celebrate
just
when you're
say,
dead.
wasn't it great to have Samson and Anthony? Yeah, I'll tell you what.
You see how we watched the Olympia? We were
I'll tell you
in it.
what, Anthony, I think I've seen pictures of him, he's going to be a great bodybuilder. But
Oh.
Samson, he already is a great bodybuilder, and he was a fan watching it like this.
We guys, I've seen every Olympia that's ever been, and well, obviously not the 1969 like we've seen now, but
I think it was Sergio Oliva.
have you ever, after prejudging, guys, been more uncertain how they're going to? Because gotta be fair, some people have said, can Big Ramy win in America? I've heard they've said it. Have you heard that rumor or no? Be honest. You haven't heard it? The forums, and you know what I mean? They're like, Big Ramy, will they give
People
it to...
always like to have conspiracy theories.
I know, but you've heard
Right,
it.
this guy here, very good condition, very good V shape. He's one of the better ones we've seen so far. Could be slightly leaner, but not much. But he's got a good development all over. Good lat spread. Bring your. Let's have a look.
Who does George have after open prejudging? Just say the name.
Right. Okay. Now, what you're saying is, have you ever seen such an open top three? And no.
Let me counter that when they say has Ramy America. You know how I just said it so people understand. That's what they said. You have to be signed with Weider, blah, blah, blah. What happened when Lean Haney left Weider? What happened? He won, correct?
Ronnie he wasn't with Weider.
Lee Haney, I said.
Yeah, Lee Haney as well.
He was with Weider. He left to something
Yeah.
else, and he still won.
And Ronnie.
The same. So guys, conspiracy theories doesn't happen at the Olympia stage. The best man wins, and after prejudging, who is your best
Tell you
man?
what, probably Rami.
So Rami fans, holler if you hear me!
But I'm not seeing the detail.
But we didn't see detail of Brandon
didn't see
because
the
we
detail.
didn't see the screen and blah blah blah
Because
blah.
it's 6 people.
And who is Mr. Saturday Night?
Phil. Phil's
There you
Mr.
go. Well guys,
But
here comes something
Brandon's
special.
a champion.
Here's something special, George.
Okay.
Harold Kelly, current Mr. O,
He needs a bit more oil, I think.
is on. Is the oil a little
He
bit?
needs a bit more. Yeah, he's great. Let's have a look.
Oh, he looks, so far he looks
Victory
completely the best, correct? So far?
Yeah.
Yes. So far it's Ronnie Coleman style. Talk us through what you like about his physique.
Well, it's bodybuilding, so he's got the most muscle out of everybody. That kind of helps.
So Rami,
When it comes to
okay,
bodybuilding,
yeah.
like with this guy, and he's got good shape as well.
So
His
Rami's got
tie
good
into
shape.
it. No, Rami, I think. See,
What about separation?
too many
Rami?
people are discounting Phil,
I know, because he's Mr. Saturday Night.
and because he kills these side poses and he kills the back poses.
Can I tell a person thing about Phil? When he lost, we saw a lot of pictures of Phil's with bad quality. If you are there on stage close to him, he has the right pictures, you appreciate Phil's, you know what I mean?
Could I just say, there's been a lot of positive thoughts towards Phil over the last few months.
Tons of it.
Great, because people don't know how good it is until it's gone.
And guys, first, let's cherish Harold Kelly, because that's the
Harold
segment to
Kelly.
this. What do we call him? What do you call him?
I'll tell you what, he's in good condition, great development.
Oh, the muscle, it
Structure's
lights
good.
out. The guy's lights
Pretty
out.
aesthetic,
It's game over.
charisma on stage.
It's over. Okay. If not a miracle happens, someone comes up we never seen before. So far, it's over. Correct?
I tell you what, always happens. We never thought Kamal would lose, did we?
Well, we didn't see it. So
When we saw him, we never thought an improved Kamal could have been beaten by Sean Clarida.
That's not true. That's because you. Okay, can we be fair? You have a slight tendency to fall in love with British men. So
I love British men, yeah.
So some people did have Clarida. So you can't say we would never have thought because you disrespect him because he's short. Correct?
No, you
Okay,
called him
no.
a midget.
So let's go on next.
So it's comparisons now. So I wonder, I'd imagine it's the same comparisons that they get in regular open class. Let's have a look. I'm curious.
And now, guys, I understand. Imagine now you're Sean or Rich or whatever on commentary. You know how easy it is to take something out of context. It's hard to talk for 6 hours. It's easy. But sometimes you can say things like, "Oh, that didn't go well," or like for instance when you use the word midget. I'm sorry because it's
No,
just
when you used it.
was it bad when I used it? Or
No, it's
no, but the
okay.
point is we don't want to
It's the-
offend people, you know. And
It's the heart behind it.
yeah, so it's same with when people, whoever, sometimes, this is our first time, is it, doing it? This is our first time ever. This is not like, this is just a stream for YouTube for Muscular Development. Last video we had has 20,000 views, I think, but...
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty good, but it's an honor to do it for you, whoever watch it, to help you get Olympia spirit, but sometimes you can, when you have it in a flow, you can say things that's political, not correct, and if you take that out and put it everywhere, it's not fair all the times. You know?
That's why, as he says, don't look at comments.
That's why I don't look at comments now anymore. I don't give a F.
Don't.
Say what you want.
But resist it.
Oh, who's this? What's going on here?
I think they're...
Okay. Hey.
moving
What? Okay.
about.
Okay. So let's compare here. Is it?
No.
It's a total weight, huh?
I think they're just sorting out the... Right. So the guy who's shredded is the guy next to Harold Kelly, is it?
Yeah.
He's not as big, but I think he's sharper.
Gentlemen, front double bicep.
Let's have a look. Harold Kelly still takes
Oh, bro!
but the guy next to him.
Hey, did a miracle just
sharper,
happen now? Look at the
smaller
guy
waist.
beside him. Okay, who wins the front?
Tell you what,
front
they mean
lat,
it.
front lat. Who do you have? The guy in the beside him that's shredded, and you said Harold Kelly lacks oil. You said it.
He has.
Who do you have in the front lat spread?
I think it's still Harold Kelly because he's a lot
Okay,
bigger.
front lat spread Harold Kelly, and we like size.
But the condition of the guy next to him is made
Could this
interesting.
be a sign in the open class too? Yeah. Because you remember what you talked about. Side chest. It's hard to tell from this angle, correct? You gotta zoom in closer to see it, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can't even judge.
And they zoomed in earlier, but
But they don't do it now.
Yeah.
So we the way you say it, it's like you zoom, so it's just, there's no point of speculating, we gotta see.
Who originally did this song? Oh, right, I'll shut up. because
Back
you're
double
supposed-
by.
You're not supposed to hear the song.
Hey, back double by. Look, the guy's shredded on the left.
He's beat.
Look
I
at the
think
lat and the lower.
He's beat Harold Kelly there. Look at that.
Guys, might see something that I thought I would never see.
Wow.
Harold Kelly is big, but look at the
Bigger.
conditioning.
I would put the guy
To the left?
on the left and better at the back. But
And I
Harold
think
Kelly
his name is the man from India. Does he look Indian to you? Let me see.
could do.
Guys, are we seeing something? Oh, look how do you see he did the Scott Steiner?
Is this a tricep shot?
Do you see the Scott Steiner pose?
Yeah.
Do you see the Scott Steiner pose?
He's a wrestler, isn't he? He's big, isn't he?
Who loves wrestling?
I don't love it.
Oh, yeah!
I've been to wrestling.
Guy, wait, pay attention. Abs and thigh. And then, oh, look, bro, I don't know. This is incredible. What's just happening right now live, bro? This is guys, this is special. Oh, look at Harold Kelly, that shot. Harold Kelly as size, the other guy's condition. What do you prefer, size or condition? I prefer size. Oh, but he's so he and you said
He's fighting for it. as
and
well,
you
so
said
good on him.
when you think you're lean, whatever, you have one more month. That's what your type.
Yeah.
That's what he's done, correct?
Because Harold Kelly,
But I-
anyone in the gym would say, "Well, don't diet anymore. You're lean enough."
But the other guy has the size and has
And because you're so hungry, you'll go. You're seeking out those comments.
But could it be sometimes too much and you lose the
Yeah.
other guy?
Yeah.
Bro, you know?
I normally do that.
Because size
I don't
always
care.
wins at the or no before.
I think you've just got to get shredded, no matter
Is
what.
it that why Dorian was so impressive? Because he was talk us through the first time you saw like how did people react to when Dorian Yates first arrived on the scene?
He'd only been training for about a year, and he won the Mr. Morecambe intermediate, and he was so good that one of the guys in charge of the IFBB, the English version of it, thought we need somebody to compete in this show in about 8 weeks' time called the World Games.
Jennifer was diagnosed with paraplegia.
This okay, talk.
Okay,
please talk.
so Dorian, who'd been training for about a year and a half, he entered the World Games after training for such a little time, competed in the heavyweights, was against Barry DeMay, Matt Mendenhall, Oliver Anis.
Who's Matt Mendenhall for people who don't know?
Matt Mendenhall is probably the best American amateur to never receive a pro card.
Tell me
Look him
another,
up.
tell me
Matt
another good
Mendenhall.
American that on that same level. I've never received a pro
Edgar
card.
Fletcher.
I love
Yeah.
Edgar Fletcher, the first
Fletcher.
freak.
Awesome.
This is very important. So this is a little bit. I don't want to cut you off, but we have some special women on stage now. This is a special
Okay.
guest posing,
Okay.
and it's a female, and she's the only female guest poster. I don't think there's enough females in the division.
Tell you what, we're
so she's
all-
dieted probably for give us a guest routine, and now it's going to start. Can you get the name, Shane? Because he's a special woman for us. Oh.
That's interesting.
That was a nice way to
Like
show
chair.
off condition, isn't it? To do like a dip almost.
Yeah.
Smart.
I recognise this. What's this music? Good condition. Is this George Michael?
Wait. Gotta have
You
faith.
didn't know it was George Michael.
I gotta have faith. I thought it was Undertaker.
She's-
I thought it was the Undertaker theme music first.
She's really lean.
You gotta have
Good
faith.
on her. She's dieted. She went for it.
Breon, this is a sign Breon's gonna win. He has the George Michael earring. Just wait and see.
Yeah.
I put you in your way. No. And you gotta have
Right,
faith.
I've
That
got-
segment this year.
I've
We
got a
gotta have
question
faith
for
this
you.
year, correct?
Do you think big hair can detract from your physique if you're a male?
And George, you know how much I don't love you in that way, but
Phew.
you wanna see what Nigel said? Your boyfriend there. You debate, you know, Nigel.
Have you not mentioned that already?
One thing, it's hard. Let's do this first. I'm gonna say what he said, cause she's in condition, and I love the suit on her. Gotta have faith, baby.
Give it up for Jen.
Good, very good. And this year, what do we need this year?
What do we need?
What do we gotta have this year? What do we need this faith? If there's any time this to have faith, it's now, and you gotta have it. Do you see all the signs?
You
It's
have
like-
faith in whatever.
It's like
Makes you
it's,
happy.
it's almost like we're turning into church. This whole
You are.
Anyway, carry on. Is it bad? Or
My church is the church of
who
slayers.
cares? Do you know what Nigel just sent me?
With the approval of Mr. Jim Mannion.
Jim Mannion, we always respect the most in the world, along with Jake and his son Tyler Mannion and the lead photographer JM Mannion.
That's cool.
What's going on? Did you get a pro card now, or what's
No.
going on?
I think the guy was just giving him.
Listen to the song.
Yeah.
Is that, you know what that song is?
Is that Metallica?
Got to make a chance today and that. You know who that is, George?
Is that like
That's Dan Solomon.
pro card?
You know what
They
that's called?
got the starting off a new federation.
Wow.
Hey, what? This will be the start.
What is what? A female?
Trailblazer, because the thing is,
Can you get the name, Sean?
you need a first person.
We need a name for this. This is special. Wow. We
find
just
that,
saw the
I'll find that.
first ever female wheelchair award, bro. Along with women's bodybuilding back. You get the thing, bro. Dan Solomon and Jake. George. I called you Jake there. George. I was like, Jake. Bro,
Jake the Snake.
no,
Wrestler, who's that?
come on, he's with the python. Everyone knows that.
Yeah,
but stop it.
he was
Let me tell you about Dan Solomon. He works every day of the hour from the moment last year to now. And when you work in this COVID horribleness, can you imagine the hours he works? But when you love bodybuilding, it's not work, correct? Because you notice it now, you're not tired.
Doesn't feel like. Tell you what, not
And
slept since Thursday.
Dan Solomon started the first ever with Bob Chick. What is it called? What's one with
There's a podcast they did for MD. What was it? Pro Bodybuilding.
Pro Weekly.
Something like
Pro Bodybuilding Weekly. I used to sit as a
Yeah.
kid and listen to it. Every word they said. I had my MD. I looked at men's and thongs, remember? And I got inspired.
They actually got Bob Parris in an interview once.
There you go.
They did.
Let's hear.
Nobody gets Bob Parris.
Can we hear what Dan says?
The embodiment of all the things that this IFBB Pro League is built on and what the Olympia is all about. And those things are motivation and inspiration.
Shane, can we go live on MD later? You know, you all got the codes?
Can't, no.
Because we can go live and give us our. You know what we do? We're gonna call Nigel, and then we're gonna have an epic after this.
What's
'cause
Nigel saying? Because he said Nigel saying something.
something very important, George.
I reckon we could end up being best pals.
Okay, here's a picture. Like, no, what did he just send me? Read it. Okay. Can you show it to the camera, please?
No.
No.
Not if it's
No.
making me look bad.
Okay, so listen. You know, you're learning now. Listen. What does he? What did you ask me, guys? What did George ask me? What did you ask? About hair? What did long?
Big hair. Breon's got big hair.
No, but you didn't say. You said. Do you reckon?
Do you think big hair detracts from a male bodybuilding physique.
Nigel, brother Nigel from AJ's All-Star group, and I want to invite you officially as a VIP member in it whenever you have time. Do you accept my offer?
Yeah, well,
Thank you.
is that what's up?
So you know wrestling have a group called Evolution.
Yeah.
Triple H, Batista. Right now, I would say it's you and him are my battle for who's the best. I don't know yet. We'll find out. It's gonna be because we can't just give you that because Nigel knows everything. Look what he said. What does that post say?
Jen Paskey.
Brian should have cut his that hair. Yeah.
Guys,
Jen Paskey.
Nigel's in my Evolution group. Now we have AJ's Evolution group, All-Star group. He just said, you said, do you think big hair distract?
And that's what I was thinking.
And he said, he was at the classic that we didn't see, and he said, Brian should have cut that hair.
It makes your head look bigger.
But
remember we spoke about the men's physique, and we says the guy's head looks small, so it makes the shoulders look big. Big hair makes your head look
let
bigger.
me counter that with, what did I say George Michael had in his earring?
George Michael.
Yes, an earring, correct?
Okay.
Who wears an earring?
You?
Brian, he has the
Is he?
Jesus
Oh,
Christ hair.
okay, I
What
didn't
did she
know that.
post to? You gotta have faith.
Okay.
So I have faith. Brian will
you
take
think-
that posted once and for all and teach you play hating. I'm just playing, but the
Tell
point
you
is,
what, Brian,
let's see. We gotta have faith, bro.
he's virtually a perfect bodybuilding physique. But is he the perfect classic bodybuilding?
I believe.
Right? Do the open. He should do the open.
I haven't seen any pics. My pick. I'm making it official. I'll make like an idiot later and bump. Okay, Ken. One thing that's important. We're trying. I'm a very into. Okay, well, not that can't be brag. I like many things other than also in bodybuilding. You know, if you can say it like that way, then. And some bodybuilders or like only have one thing. You know what I mean? And you have to do that to achieve the conditioning I've seen you have on stage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And since I haven't achieved that condition you have on stage, I've had time to do other things, so I'm a little bit more well versed. But that's why I can break down other things. But for the expert little details, you, Nigel. You know what I mean? So let me say. So
I think
that's-
Nigel's probably an artist in the background because I think artists look at things more. They didn't test on it. They look at things 7 times to a regular person's 2 times, so they spot things easier. I think Nigel's probably an artist.
So then I don't know where we go. Yeah.
Does everybody go with that?
No.
Can I ask him?
So when we say something like, I say he's going to win, it's more so you guys can get more into it, you know? It's not disrespect, you know what I mean? It's like, so I'm saying right now, that's a sign with the earring on Brian, and I play it in my music, in my story, you know my stories. You got to have faith. Oh, bro, stop it.
I've not seen enough to actually make a judgment on that.
We all can appreciate some muscle vodka right about now, so thank you. Please take the 5th place overall
There you go at the awards.
Senate 2. Johnny Quinn.
Guys, I just proved a miracle. I have a miracle after this. I have a miracle. This is not scripted. If you don't become Christian, no, that's wrong.
No.
I mean, religious after this, it doesn't
not
matter
gonna
what
be.
you are. You're not gonna have, wait to this. Let's see who wins it. If that other guy wins over Harry Kelly, and this one, I show you this, consider it. Wait.
4th place visitors is Tommy from
So,
Well, it's nice medals to get.
who's getting the places? It's disrespectful to not say the places now. In 5th was...
I didn't hear.
We're making something I've never seen before when you see this, bro. If that Indian man beats Harold Kelly in this one, with what I just said, I proved that a miracle just happened here today.
And we've had surprises already.
Do you remember when Oksana had to give back her title when I said, bro, please?
So he's 4th.
Who is number 4, sir?
put him
Sean,
higher.
sir?
Yeah, I'm fine. If you need me.
And guys, remember, when I call people nerds, it's a flattering term because I wish I was as smart as you nerds. In that way, I would make more money.
3rd place visitors is your position.
Here it it is, bro. We're coming now.
And also CJ from CJ's Elite
Let's get his name. Love this song.
I hope you're, Sean, I hope you're recording this stream, because right now, if this happens and this happens, I have proof that whatever.
So this
Wait,
is
wait,
gonna
wait.
be the conversion.
This is gonna be, if you sell me this, will you considering God?
No.
Okay, take a look at this, guys. Oh, that's the guy with the beautiful hair in third?
Yeah.
Because he has the beautiful
He's
hair.
got cool hair.
I got okay hair. Yes, you go. And the hair he's going to have.
He could have placed higher if he was super shredded because he's got a good shape to him.
Okay, here comes.
Second place.
which is insider sales manager, and also Grace Glitzy with the
This is it, okay? This is it, guys. Harold Kelly, the unbelievable Harold Kelly, versus the newcomer from, I think it's from India, but I'm not sure we got to get that correct, for the win. Are you ready?
Harold Kelly wins.
Yeah.
Oh.
Disappointed.
Well, guys, I can't convert you, but this is my song, okay? Can you please, let's show this to the camera, Sean? Can you show this to the
You
camera?
could probably just hold it up to it.
Hold it up.
But first, let's congratulate the champ. Not stop being disrespectful now. This can wait. Congratulate the champ. Wait.
Tell you what, he made it interesting. His condition made it interesting.
Yeah.
the VP of Sales, Adriana Hill, Paula Mina, and also Flex, Sultan of Symmetry.
Flex. Wait, let me get my phone. Flex Wheeler, bro. Huh, bro? Remember when Flex Wheeler? He came back. One of the most emotional moments, 2017, with that speech. He didn't place, but he stole the whole show with that speech. Remember later. Remember how we cried at home
Right.
watching it, bro.
You know how much a fan of Dorian Yates I am.
Flex Wheeler. Who's best in prime? Flex Wheeler, Dorian Yates.
Dorian Yates. But Dorian Yates
I like the way you.
Dorian Yates always says his biggest threat was Flex Wheeler.
Wait. King Kong, King Kong. Look, you know what I'm gonna do, guys?
There was
I'm gonna reach out to him.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to get him on Zoom
yeah.
and congratulate him and hear his thoughts about this win. He looked awesome, but it makes it seem that he's gotta watch there's people coming, correct? He was
Tell
close.
you what, we'll ask him what he thought.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's still fair.
anyway.
It's still fair, but
Who's on stage? Flex Wheeler. Can you get more? You remember Flex Wheeler back then looking like Tupac, driving the nice Mercedes, the pimp style. Remember, it was
Yeah.
Tupac days, you know?
Yeah.
That's why we love him so much, because he's one of our own, you know?
it was him, Rico McClinton,
Oh, the crew.
and
Chris Cormier?
Chris
or-
Cormier, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was a trio. I think they trained together.
Yeah, like Indo.
Heavy.
Like West Side
Cormier
Connection.
was- Cormier was
Ice
the
Cube,
strongest.
MC Ren, and no, Ice Cube, who was it? Ice Cube, MC Ren.
Who was Lee Haney's training partner? Rope Man.
But I don't. I gotta say, you're an old man, so I don't remember his name.
He's then been.
I just
became
know
a
the
judge.
nickname. What's his
Then
real
became a
name?
judge. I think it's Ty Felder, I think.
So you don't remember. You just remember the nickname.
Tell you what, we're going to find out.
There you go.
I
Congratulations.
remember Lee Haney's training partner's real name from 1984. I think I've done okay.
Can you please, Sean, come here? This is not scripted. Come here, please.
What is it? Go on. Tell me.
Okay. Take a look. What does it say here? And read. You gotta.
No. Go
Okay.
On. Yeah, go on. What is it?
It says. We can't get it in on camera, can you?
You have to put it in front of
What does it say, guys? Where should I hold it? There?
Closer. Right to you.
You see it?
Yeah, you can see it.
It says, George, are you ready? I said, are you ready?
Right, so tilt it forward. That's it.
What does it say?
Well, I can't see it. I can't read that.
It says Brian, and I tagged Brian, and I said, coming in for the win. Bumstead is going down, guaranteed. In my stories, you can vote what you like. 41% is saying Brian, 59% saying Bumstead. So people think Bumstead's going to win.
But it's not a super decisive.
And look at the song up close. You know, I'm known for putting songs, correct?
Yeah.
What's the song do you think? You gotta have faith, bro. Bro, George, did you see that? Don't you find that a little bit weird, yes or no? We were talking about it. She came out and posted a song, and I said that. Is that, any thoughts on that? What just happened or not?
No, I'm just going to just say,
Sean,
Lee
you
Haney-
think that's weird?
Lee Haney's trainer partner,
Let's talk about
Ty Ropeman Felder.
Correct. But let's get back to the point. We were discussing Brian and Bumstead. Everyone thinks Bumstead's going to win. Nigel, the player hater he is, said he needed to cut his hair or whatever.
Yeah, that
But
means he thinks he's not going to win.
let's call Nigel. And make sure we haven't seen Nigel. We haven't seen Classic, correct? Now we have the All-Star, AJ's All-Star crew. Let's see who's there. Let's see
Robbie
if he picks up.
Robinson in the 70s got told he had to cut his hair as well, he had a big afro. And then he got dreads.
Did you hear that we said you gotta have faith?
Yeah.
And she come and we talked about bumps at the same time. Let's see if she picks up. Ah, I'm so sorry that guy.
Tell you what, Harold Kelly, great.
Nigel, come on.
People are kind of busy watching Olympia. So that's it. That's the judging finished.
You can wait. Let's call Nigel one more time. It was Ian saying, "Bro." Wait before he cut off. Ian, what does he want? Oh, he's into the Olympia now. Ian, guys, the owner of the Two Bros. Let's call and see if he picks up before we go off. Let's see if he gets his picks.
He's a big family man, so I think he might.
He won't pick up, huh? Let's see. What time? What is it? What that doesn't mean.
He's got a cool dog.
Hey, bro, don't say anything stupid because you are live on Muscular Development's reaction show, yeah. And you are the promoter of the Two Bros. You are the one, because remember, the Pro League, we stand united against any enemies, oh yeah. And you run every show in the UK and France, correct, bro?
Yes,
Yeah.
AJ.
George, say hello to Ian.
Hello Ian, how you go mate?
One thing,
Yeah.
I'm gonna guide you through something. George, tell me about the speech Ian did to Luke, because George was Luke's. This was when Luke's made rest in peace. Tell us about your feelings when you have to write that speech when Corona. You had to switch shows, remember? Because they just found out that the lockdown was gone. George, you just found out you might have to go in lockdown.
I'll be cool, I'm staying.
Okay, say Ian, what went through your mind? You have to fix a show, but you also have to write a speech about one of the best men in the history of UK bodybuilding. Tell it to George now, because he's sitting there, and you're live on MD right now.
Whoa, that's a big one. You hit me with that. I wasn't prepared for that.
I'll tell you what, Ian, we watched it. and
Where
we
is it?
thought
Where is it?
Did a great job with that.
So,
And Ian, I was speaking to one of Luke's old school friends, and I told him about it, and I told him about what the plans were for the show every year, and they didn't know about it, and they are really, really pleased that that's going to happen. So that's going to get back to his family.
Well, again, it was really something that I thought that was fitting
Hold it.
for someone of the industry of that standard, and I just felt that there wasn't really anything else that had been done for him in relation to one of his biggest, obviously, loves and passions.
Yeah.
So, like I said before, I don't necessarily think I was the right person to do it, but I just felt that at that particular moment, it as an opportunity to do something for him rather than me being the right person.
It looked difficult. It looked a difficult speech to do. It looked, and on the back of all the work that you had to do to get that show up and running, and it seemed to work really well, and it was a big success. Everybody in the world of bodybuilding's thinking, "Wow, it can be done." You did it. So.
Well, I'll tell you what it was, is I wasn't prepared to not do what I'd set out for Luke.
Yeah.
And give it, and not, you know, not prioritise it. So that
Yeah.
was just as much a priority to get the show on, to be able to do that for Luke, as it was to actually just get the show on.
Yeah.
I wasn't just going to put the show on without that being for Luke as well.
Well, great job. Could I just ask you one question? When's the show going to be next year? Is it going to be earlier in the year or later in the year next year?
Later in the year.
Later in the year, all right, okay.
You have time to prep for that, London, George.
No.
We'd love to see it.
I'll tell you what, we'd love to see AJ on stage.
I'm gonna ask you about something.
There
Ian,
you go.
before we go,
Take care, Ian.
just one question, and that's all we need to know. Who do you have once and for all? We're gonna end. We did, in my opinion, I hope you guys. This is not scripted. There was so many cool moments. You got Bikini and everything. No, not to end it. We're gonna give a wrap up and tell people to go here. So, Ian, who do you have? Chris Bumstead or Brian for the win? Just say one name. That's all we want to know. And goodbye. There you go. Bye bye, bro.
All best, mate.
Thanks for coming.
Bye bye.
Just tell them what you said.
Oh, people can't hear it.
Yeah.
George, can you please
Right.
summarize?
Ian was speaking about a speech he had to do for the pro show that James Hollingshead won, I think it was about 6 weeks ago. And it was an emotional speech, and it was a heartfelt speech and a difficult speech for him to do. It was a show to commemorate Luke Sando and what he gave for British bodybuilding and how he's going to be remembered and how he is going to name the show after Luke. And it must have been really difficult doing that speech then, so hats off to Ian for that. We spoke about how he, at the last minute, he had to move a show from a Saturday to a Wednesday and pulled it off. Great job. And AJ asked him who he got for the win in the Classic, Bumstead or Brion, and he said Bumstead. There you go.
We're gonna do now, because it was so cool, a 10-minute wrap up, and we're gonna just leave it out there for you to enjoy. And I just want to say, we respect every athlete that trains in a way, no matter federation. But we are Pro League, and the only way you can go to Joe Withers Olympia is through the NPC IBB Pro League.
That's it.
So, and the only way to become the only way to achieve this experience is through the Pro League and NPC.
Pro League, two
So,
pros.
united we stand, united we fall, correct? And on to the next.
Should we speak about the...
Let's go through first. This is going to be incredible. Oh yeah. Let's do, I'm going to put this down and they can hear our thing. So I can put it out on my Instagram. You gotta have faith. So even though he said Bumstead, I'm having faith. But let's go. In Logan Frank. I still want to see how Logan and Wesley with Alex Combinero.
See, Logan Franklin's front lat spread is spectacular, but is his other poses as spectacular?
Last time I'm gonna cut.
And Bumstead has got a even better front
forget
lat
the.
spread.
One thing I don't have no internet reception at the hotel.
Yeah.
That
same.
made me, I can't be balling on Instagram. I've learned when you put down the phone and you, I didn't notice I didn't look at my phone other than when I was to show you something or let some people get involved in the action. I didn't look at my phone.
That's good.
Guys, when you enjoy good things like Olympia, WrestleMania, things like that, or making love, you put your phone, don't use your phone during then. You put it out and you enjoy the moment, correct?
Or you put it...
Hey, kids are watching. Kids want to get freaky. Don't promote sexual things when kids are watching. Anyway, where were we? Let's break down quick and we're gonna end it. First, we go into Classic. We didn't see it. But I heard a miracle with Brian.
We've
but
not seen it.
let's not, you know what? Let's give respect to every other athlete because there's more than 2 people in it.
Yeah.
But we fell into the trap, didn't we? And just thought about them.
And everybody does.
We're sorry.
Well, it's fair
Like
enough.
Phil and Kai. Remember? Everyone was up and not. It is what it is.
But it's understandable though.
Let's go first through what was the first division we saw. That was men's physique.
Men's
Let's-
physique.
I'm gonna ask.
Remind me the names.
Okay, so then men's physique. We just saw men's physique, guys, with my person. Because of lockdown, no, because I used to live in a country where people don't enjoy. It's a war against bodybuilding.
Yeah.
The only class that's allowed is men's physique. And that has led me closer to the men's physique because I love people. And when I see a man enjoy himself in the gym and train and get better, I love it. So I now love men's physique. So I'm learning men's physique as it goes by. And you know nothing about men's physique. I brought you here.
I
and you
learned a
killed
lot about
it.
it today.
Just by watching one time.
Yeah.
By me
Watching it properly.
telling you, please, George, the only thing I want from you today is to follow the class, and I tell you, and judge it as bodybuilding, didn't I? And look what happened. You loved it.
Yeah.
So guys, give it a try, no matter what class, because Olympia experience about every class, isn't it?
Because there's things to men's physique that I didn't realise. And by watching it, you see it.
Have you heard about this show called Undisputed? Shannon and Skip and Shannon?
No.
Have you heard about a ship called what's it called ESPN First Take? Anyway, back to the business. We first have men's physique. The champion 2020 champion. I'll walk you through it and I'll give you your opinion. Raymond Edmonds, who's the defending champion, went up against 2000, I believe, 18 champions. And for people who know, he was the king in 2018. Some rumbling went on in the hood. He fell down in 19. Now he's back in 2020, improved as crazy. How do you take it from the front? Give me your details from the front.
Well, the reigning champion's better at the front. He's got a better V-taper, great broad shoulders, good condition, good charisma from the front. His transitions, I like the fact that he does little touches of bodybuilding in there, just sneaks them in, and I thought he was better from the front. From the back, he was close second, and I would put him for the win again. I'd put him, he's going to keep his title, he's going to retain his title, and so it's going to be 2 in a row.
Then we go into the second call-up. And here's a side story. Andre Ferguson, who's one of the, can I say, best men's physique guys in the world. He, and guys, we don't have a script. And I might be wrong, but I think he won the Arnold. Can you double fact check? Did Andre Ferguson win Arnold Classic 2020? So if Andre Ferguson won Arnold Classic 2020, and he's always been this close to win the Olympia, he came here and he was out of the main. He was put out to the side.
That surprised me.
How would that make you feel if you in his position?
Well, it would. If you've got a good attitude, you'd think, I've mucked something up. I should have done something better. I shouldn't have listened to that person. I should have dieted a little bit harder in that last. If you've got a good attitude, if you've not got a good attitude, you blame the judges. You've got to have a good attitude. You've got to think about what you can do to make it better next time.
And before we lead into another segment, since I follow the class a little bit, I follow the class. In men's physique, before, there was a kind of rivalry going on. And if you look back into time, you remember when...
Yeah, I remember there was...
Jeremy Bundia was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna F you up. I loved it because I like the power. But I've changed now.
He's got married now.
I said, hello. I even put it in my... Chris, remember I told you put the Jeremy Bundia I love you thing and he's a changed man? If I promoted that
Good on him.
everywhere.
Good luck to him.
We love him. And when we see...
Sorry, Andre Ferguson did win the Arnold Classic 30 years
There you
ago.
go.
There you go. I've always been Jeremy Bundia's #1 men's physique fan. They always told me he's a really bad blah, 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 blah. I don't go into it. When I saw him got married and the joy of being a bad boy to found whatever, it'll change you forever. And you know what I'm talking about now. So the point is, in men's physique now, they'll have all the same coaches. They're sponsored by the same team. I don't remember it. Can you check the team that says on Andre Ferguson, Raymond Edmonds? There's like a clothing, coach, you know what I mean? And Kaiki, they're all part of the same clique, so everybody's friends. So when you say his attitude, and if you look at the press conference, they were all smiling.
Yeah.
So I think they got a good attitude.
Well, the thing is, for a while they were coaxing them into, they thought it would be better to watch if there was argument. Now, I don't like fake arguments and I don't like forced arguments. And regarding Jeremy, I think you give everybody a second chance, and people are happier when they're good people. If you treat people well, you become happy yourself. I think people who treat people badly, they're not happy.
And
Have you noticed that?
I know very well what we're talking about. And
Andre Ferguson's affiliated with
Team Ventura?
He's got Lucky Lever Training, Dark Sport, Dragon Farmer, Father Sons, and Hummus Fit.
I think
So
it's
he's doing okay.
I don't know. I mean, I think they got the same clothing sponsors. We'll find
We're
more.
all part of the same team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Press conference. I used to like beef or press conference.
Yeah.
But before it was real in a way.
Yeah.
The last couple of years it's been forced and it's awkward.
Phil versus Kai was real.
And after that they tried to fake it was awkward, so they
Yeah.
didn't get the same thing. But this was the best press conference of all time because there was so many epic storylines you didn't need to fake it. Oh yeah. And that's why this Olympia, I cried how many times yesterday? 2-3 times. This Olympia, Dexter Jackson 50, Oksana Brishina coming back, Whitney Jones, Missy getting a gift.
Brandon suit.
Can I go into
and sunglasses.
Can I go into quick Missy? I'm Missy #1 fan because I love her and her husband. I push Missy.
Yeah.
This is a story we had when we put it in.
Yeah, saw that.
Missy, when she got the title. No, she did the routine. Did you remember it? She was on the floor, on the cage. She jumped down, but she slipped. Remember?
Yeah.
And I said, I hope that doesn't make her a win, because I know Matt how much he wants it. By me loving Matt and Missy so much, because I love when families are together in this game. Olympia is a family experience. When I see two people and Matt, I always tell him, you gotta do men's physique. He says, no. But the point now,
Right, when Missy, the fact that she's trained so hard to develop the physique that she's got, made that little tiny slip worth nothing, because the hard training to develop that body was enough to make up for it.
So when she slipped, I said, God, please
Hard work
don't
made her win the...
mess this up. By me hyping Missy, I must admit, I did not hype Whitney Jones. And I started to be a little bit like,
Her attitude was great today.
it's gonna lead into it.
Yesterday.
I didn't hype Whitney, and everybody knows I'm the #1 hype man in the world in bodybuilding, but I don't do it on like, there's many people way bigger than me platforms, but I do it like personal because I know people, so it's not like, I'm not a nerd, so I don't know how to clip epic videos together. That's why the success of this show, and I'm not saying success of the show, but success to my heart, is because the Pump Media crew. We have help from, what's your name? Because Chris we're gonna talk about later, but what's your name?
Dave.
And I think I introduced you with you got a Ferrari, and you gave so you can go back to that. So when you become a nerd,
Has he got a Ferrari?
yes, when you are a nerd, you get rewarded from God. And now he is a nerd. He looks good. He doesn't look like Sean Connery, but he looks good. But he drives a Ferrari, so he gets everything he wants because he's a nerd. But back to the
I
plus.
saw it's a Maserati.
So no, it's a Ferrari, but it's a red one. What do you want? You don't even difference between
He's
Ferrari.
changed the badge.
Anyway, back to the point. Oh yeah. Listen, when she fell and I prayed, I didn't hype Whitney because I love them so much. You know?
Yeah.
Yesterday, guys, if you remember,
Yeah, remember?
when Oksana came out, I was like, oh, I love you. Did you see? And who's my favorite solo artist in the whole world?
It's not Soldier Boy.
It's Michael Jackson. What routine did Oksana
she did.
post to? She
did.
posed to Michael Jackson, oh yeah. When Whitney Jones lost, I celebrated for people saw reaction, but then I stopped myself because I saw how Whitney Jones handled the loss. Did you see the beautiful smile?
I think there's a lot of camaraderie in that
But what a representation Whitney
Yeah.
Jones is, and I'm ashamed of myself for
Yeah.
not hyping her because I love them so much, the other crew, so I became biased. I'm sorry. Same thing with Oksana. When Oksana got to give the title, imagine you coming back after how many titles? 6, 7? When my,
She could have just run away. The chick.
at the press conference, when Oksana came on, you know what song I put on? Oh, I won't put it. Michael Jackson, You Wanna Know. When she lost and Missy won, I was like, and I was like, oh, I can't because they're so great champions. So I apologize, Oksana. I apologize, Whitney. In the end, it's just that I know Missy and Matt, and I love them so much. But I'm embarrassed because the others are so great champions.
We were men's physique. We were speaking
Men's
about
physique.
Jeremy Ben.
Andre
Attitude.
Ferguson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kaiki. Yeah. We just all over the world now. Men's physique. Who impressed you in the second callout? This is
Right.
not rehearsed. You know nothing.
You can
See
put
me
the
some
names
names.
in. You can put the names in.
Kaiki.
Was it Roscoe?
Wait, relax. Kaiki. Carlos de Oliveira.
Okay.
Opinion. Carlos de Oliveira from Brazil.
Carlos.
Can you go back and see what I think you wrote some notes, didn't you, about men's physique? Did you write any notes or no? Men's physique, it's probably on the first, because we started with men's physique.
Didn't write much.
Okay. Andrew Deu from Romania, the guy that I hyped to
Yeah.
heaven. What do you like about him?
Just overall complete physique. Very good upper back development. He could have placed higher.
Why, in your opinion?
Because he's just an all-round great physique and presentation, confidence, top notch. But we don't know where he's placed yet.
But right now,
But
he was
in
caught,
the edge. He was in the edge, wasn't he?
and he got closer after a while and looked better and better and better, or didn't he get a fair look, in your opinion?
Did he come in one place?
No, only one. If he gets a good look amongst the top guys, do you think would it, or is he close or no? In your opinion, as a former
The
judge,
two people you just mentioned, I would put them both either side of Hendrickson and see what they look like.
Andre
Put them
Ferguson.
there because yesterday when we ended up putting, was it Hadi next to the top three?
He looked better
Great,
and
didn't he?
better and better and better.
If you compare them, give them a chance, then they can shine.
Stephen KO is another guy I enjoy. Stephen
Yeah.
KO, the Asian competitor.
Was it green and
Thoughts?
white? Green and white.
Yes.
He was a. I wouldn't put him to the same level as the two guys we just mentioned. Could have been slightly sharper, but his development was really good. As with all the guys at the top in that division, their presentation, their movement, everything is just down to a T, and he was one of them.
Last thing before men's physique, give us a George reflection, we call it.
Okay.
Give your reflection on. Talk to us about the board short leg coloring. There you go.
Right, so I used to just think it was just random and you just chose any colour of shorts that you quite liked.
Correct.
But I noticed the ones that have got you can see there's leg development underneath the shorts. The ones that have got leg development tend to have white on the edge, or a light coloured short to show the sweep of the thigh. And I think that could be a thing that they push for because it's all about small waist, wide shoulders. Small waist is made to look even smaller by flaring thighs. Think of Dennis Wolf. Michael Edwards, Dennis Wolf. He was the X-frame, but if you have a version of that for men's physique,
So what
In
advice?
shorts.
What advice do you would you
I'll
give
tell you
to
what,
men's physique?
it's probably something that they do anyway.
Okay. So you don't need you
So
to tell them. No.
they don't need me.
No.
But there's maybe people who've never done it. There could be somebody who's going, right, okay, I'm going to buy some board shorts. I've got really big thighs. Well, get that white stripe down the side.
We gotta hurry up. We've been for 4 hours. Wrap up. Last thing, men's physique.
Bikini.
Quick thing of men's physique. First time you watched it, you liked it.
I liked it.
Okay, let's go over to Bikini.
I'll watch it
and
again.
then Bikini.
Yeah.
You never watched that either.
No.
And guys,
I've got a circle.
here. No, stop it. Can they hear perfect sound? They can. Yeah. Here is the most epic thing I think I've seen in a long time. This, you've seen it with me for the first time. I walked you through it. You gave me very good pointers. I learned a lot from you by me telling you what we see, and you were breaking it down, because as a judge you have something I don't have. You have professional, like you have gone to school to see what to look for. So I can guide you
It's
with
a process.
Correct. So I guide you, lead you the way, and you break it down. So this bikini class is the most stacked bikini class of all time. Jennifer Dory, Janet Leo, Attila,
Yeah.
Issa Piccini,
Awesome.
Ashley Coldwasser, she didn't
Yeah.
make the first call out, and Lori Chapalos.
Yeah.
Am I missing someone? Because I just said 6 girls, and I'm missing someone. Don't look at the paper. Did I say Issa Piccini? Did I say Issa Piccini?
Have you got Jennifer Dory?
Let me give me a paper. Give me a pen. I gotta make this right. Right? I can do it. Okay? So, because it's very important, you just don't talk in. Dory, because there were 6 girls in the first
Yeah.
call out. Dory, Attila, Issa, Angelica. That's
Yeah.
the former
Yeah.
Angelica. So 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, Angelica.
Yeah.
Chapados.
Yeah.
What's this? Dory,
Dory.
Attila, Issa.
Leo, Janet Leo. You got that? Was she in there?
I almost forgot the one you said you liked the most. Oh yeah.
Janet Leo and a
Janet. Okay.
That's 2 I like.
That's the first call out and the last call, whatever. You have written notes, because actually we pay attention when we watch something. Go through your notes and what do we tell? This
Okay.
is for the win,
Well,
guys.
I took loads of notes, but
There you go.
could I just say Jennifer Dory? I wrote.
What did you write about Jennifer Dory? We
I
take it
wrote,
from there.
Great waist, legs and glutes are great. Made to our legs make our waist look smaller. I thought Ashley, great balance. Glutes.
Wait, stop. Ashley was not in that list. Let's focus on only those 6 girls,
Okay,
because that's for the
Janet
win.
Leo. Very balanced development throughout her whole physique. Good glute development. She was one of my top 2. Attila. All I wrote next to Attila is
Yeah.
better than Angelica. It's what I wrote.
You wrote Attila better than Angelica.
Well, I did an arrow pointing that way, which means
And only one thing, girls, he wasn't there. He's not a bikini judge, so that doesn't mean this is, you know what I mean?
yeah.
But that's what you wrote.
It's a Piccini, great.
You said there was no flaws. When I
Yeah.
told you she's no to have the, she has the waist of a
But
small little child.
you've
It's
got to
very
com-
teeny.
You've got to compare them, and when you compare them, you can go, I've got to choose one over that. When they're on their own, you can think that.
What did you write about Lori Chapados?
I don't think I wrote anything.
Yeah, you saw, you were like, oh my god. I said, who's best on the right? You said,
Oh,
no,
yeah, yeah.
And you said, who's best on the left? Isha. They were on the
See
side.
the dark curly hair
But we had a more muscular look this time in the middle, and that was...
to begin with, but then they changed it.
Then it changed again. So guys, this bikini, we gives you some pointers here.
It almost looked like the judges were considering slightly changing the look that they're looking for, and then maybe change their mind
And
back to the
and
original.
one thing, backdrop in bikini. What does that, where you're standing, what does that matter? Remember you told me?
Yeah.
Tell us again.
Well, on the stream, the furthest right looked better, which even that was a light backdrop, but we think that's because the camera is slightly to the right. But the black backdrop is it gets in the way much less than having panels and adverts and a bit of white and a bit of black. Like, you need a plain black background or a matte colour. It makes them all look better.
Okay,
But I think in the show they won't have that.
with that said, we're gonna end it there. But first, Harold Kelly, we thought he dominated. In my opinion, I don't think he dominated, but it was a great win. You
There
want
was
quick?
a guy from India, was really shredded. I can't remember his name, but he looked disappointed he didn't win. But I'll tell you what, his back double bicep was he was as lean as anyone was seen in the whole show.
And by that, do we know the name of the first ever women? Well, do we know the name?
Oh, sorry.
The first ever women wellness wheelchair winner, because she's the first ever IBB pro. Do we know her name? Let's end it with we saying her name and clapping, and we end the show there.
Was it Jen?
There was only one woman, so
Jen Paskey Jacquin. Jen Paskey Jacquin.
first ever IBB pro wheelchair winner, and that's our breakdown of what are we now? Saturday. I don't know how many hours I am. I'm looking forward actually to go. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna stay there forever. But as we see you
7 o'clock
later in 4 hours, and we are out.